If you want to get ad-free access of our rawest, unedited, and uncensored catches, exclusive live streams, and behind-the-scenes phone calls, join our locals for the low price of just $10 a month. And don't forget to get yourself something new like our exclusive Air Gordon t-shirt, only on PredatorPoachers.com.
I'm gonna pretend to call my mom. Yeah, exactly. He's getting out. Right, that's what I'm saying. But I'm gonna have work here in a bit. Oh, hey Cliff, do we want to have a conversation about, okay, can we please step away from the car for everybody's safety?
About who?
About the girl I was texting you online.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I just want to have a conversation about it, that's all.
Okay.
Any weapons in the car?
Could be.
Okay, can we step away from the car just for everybody's safety then?
I'm fine right here where I'm at.
Okay, well I don't want to be potentially so I just want to have a conversation, man.
Well, I'm here. I'm right here.
Okay, well I want to be out of reach of any weapons, dude.
Well, I ain't got nothing in there right now.
There's nothing in the car? Okay. Well, it's voluntary to talk to me, but I think we probably should because I do have the messages here and just want to go over kind of what happened, okay?
Okay.
Okay. My name is Gordon. Sorry to meet you.
Gary. I'm sorry.
Nice to meet you, Gary.
Yeah.
Desert Storm guy?
Yep.
Thanks for your service, man. My dad served in Desert Storm, so
Was
he? Yeah, man.
Active duty or National Guards?
He was active duty. He did go overseas, but
I did 3 combat tours and I got wounded over there.
Really?
Yeah.
Well,
I had first 2 was Desert Storm. I mean, the first one was Korea and the second one was Germany.
Really? Did you serve in the Middle East at all, or?
Yeah, I was in Desert Storm.
Oh yeah.
Desert Storm and Iraq.
God damn. Well, thanks for your service, man.
Yeah.
Do you get like
almost 20 years?
Okay. Do you get benefits and all that?
Yeah,
okay.
Finally got it.
Thank God, man.
That's where I bought this at. Well, I got a brand new 3-wheel trike at the house. Yeah.
Okay. Geez, I was gonna say you just say like you're they would have given you benefits years ago, but.
Well, that's true. That's true.
But yeah, I just want to have a conversation with you about it. That's all, man. I know you're a good dude. I know. I
Yeah. Well, I didn't know. I mean, I'm.
I got you.
That's the reason I always said, I don't trust social media.
Of course. But yeah, so just about like I know it's just internet. This is kind of what happened. So do you kind of like have an idea what I'm here to talk about though?
No, I mean we just started talking one day on Instagram, I think it was. And,
okay.
And she told me she lived in Tullahoma, and I said, well, okay.
Yeah.
And then she turned around yesterday, I think it was, or night one, and said, hey, I live here.
Yeah.
And I go, really? She goes, yeah.
Got it. Where?
I'm like, oh, well, no, I didn't ask her where. I just said, oh, really?
Yeah.
And she said, well, where are you at? And I said, well, I'm in here in Winchester.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, I didn't know.
Right.
You'll come by tonight and say howdy doody or whatever.
Why so late? What the hell?
I don't. Hey, don't ask me, man. I was past my bedtime.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's past your bedtime. Like,
no, not really, but I've got insomnia and I've got... I'm just letting you know right now.
Okay. So, God, I hate to change the subject, but goddamn.
We'll go ahead. But I understand,
Sure.
But
well, I guess why did want you here so late? I guess she was the one.
I don't know. Again, it's women.
Right. Well, what was her reasoning for saying?
She said,
here?
"Well, I wanted to see you." I said,
Okay.
"Well, can't you see me at a different time?"
Right.
Maybe if I'm driving down the road and you like that, maybe
Yeah.
or something. But
who does she live with?
I don't know. I thought she lived with her mama.
Oh, true. Yeah, I guess.
She said something earlier about her mom's the nurse at the hospital.
Oh, okay. So maybe that's why she wanted to hear so late,
And I told her because she said her mama was leaving at 9:30, 10 o'clock.
Oh, okay.
And then I'm like, really don't like going down there at 8 o'clock. That's late at night.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
Especially for somewhere. I mean, I just live right up the road there, but
Okay.
it's just, you know, and I pass by here all the time.
Sure.
But but she said, well, I just want to talk to you. I'm like, well, can we do it another time?
Yeah.
I got a 10-week-old at the house.
10-week-old?
Yeah.
Oh, a puppy?
Yeah, he's
Okay.
a 10-week-old, pure-blooded chocolate lab.
Nice.
And he's got my hands tore all to hell.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah. But his paws is like that.
All right.
He's 10-week-old.
Nice. Well, that's it's a noble thing to raise dogs like that.
Well, I've got to get him. There's a place in. Have you heard of Taft, Tennessee? You want to get the car set? I mean, I ain't you're going to beat you up or nothing. I mean, you could beat me up.
Well, is there any? Are there any weapons in the car?
No.
Okay. Yeah, we can sit in the car. That's fine.
I got all my weapons at home. I got a.
Well, good man. Do you want to sit in our car? It's a little bit more space.
Well, no, we can sit in here.
Okay, that works.
I mean, you know, I don't bite.
Okay,
I've had all rabies shots.
I appreciate you, man.
But anyway, no, I mean, I don't know. We started talking a month or two ago.
Okay, you and
Yeah, and you know, she said hey, and I said hey, and you know that was that. You know, we talked and whatever else, and that's roses I grow.
That's beautiful, man. Oh, that's yours.
Yeah,
good man.
Yeah,
mind if we turn the lights on?
Yeah, go right here.
Appreciate you, man.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, not even that. Okay.
Yeah. It's everything here is digital. I mean, I don't know what, and for some strange reason, I always hit a wrong button and it turns the radio off, and I never can figure out how to get back on.
What do you listen to?
But yeah, I mean, like I said, I told her I didn't want to come here. Especially this. She said, well, come inside. I said, hell no, I ain't coming inside.
Well, why is that?
Who, me?
Yeah.
This late at night, it'd be different if it was you.
Right, I got you.
You know, or when I was in the military, we poker. I mean, that wasn't poker, it's spades.
Right.
You know, playing card game or been out drinking or whatever, and that's it. I don't mind that, but.
Well, I respect that, man. You're good. So, how old is?
I don't know.
That's fair. Well, what did she tell you in the messages?
Well, she told me she's 18.
Okay.
I don't know how old she is.
Okay. Well, I mean, on her profile, like, I mean, I get that. Like, you expect every girl on social media to be 18, and I get that. But I mean, I'm saying, like, what did she tell you in the messages? Is what I'm asking.
18.
Okay. Got it.
And I mean, but you know. Again, even at 18, let me talk to you in the daytime.
Right.
You know, and I don't want to go in somebody's apartment and I don't know who in the hell they are, and especially if she's underage.
Okay. Well, did she like say that she might be like a little bit on the younger side and all that? Because and I'm just bringing it up. There's not, you know, it's in a knock on you or anything, but I saw a message here today that said, you know, I think you asked her, do you drive? And she said no.
Oh, okay.
And she said, I'm 13, don't you remember? And I think on your end it said, yeah.
I probably did. I don't know. I can't remember. Hell, I've got short-term memory loss.
Okay.
Like I say, with my, I can go and put something right here and turn around and walk back, and I can't remember what it did with it.
Fair enough.
You know.
That's fair. So
I'm not trying to do anything. You know, like I said, I'm out of here.
I got you. So I guess. I know you can't remember every word that said. I can't even remember it either after reading a freaking page. But how did the conversation kind of go with her? Like, what was she talking about with you? Or
just talked about everything under the sun, you know.
Did she?
Yeah, she said she wanted me to have with her. I said, oh, hell no.
Really?
Yes. And I mean, not, and like I said, she said, well, just, you know, let's talk.
Yeah.
I can talk at home.
Right.
Why do I want to come here and talk?
Right.
Especially at 10 o'clock at night.
Right, no, 100%. It's crazy.
Well, no, I mean, you don't know. I could go in there and I could get...
Yeah, no, I mean, I would hope not. But...
well, me too, but I mean, I've bled before.
Right.
I've went through worse.
Definitely. So when did she bring up? So you're telling me this girl?
Yeah.
When did she bring that up?
I don't know, a few weeks ago, something like that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Jeez, is that something she brought up like once, or was she like begging for that, or
Well,
like?
she goes, well, I want to see you, and I go, but
Yeah.
you know, let's do it in daytime.
Yeah.
You know, where you know, where I can actually see in the distance or whatever.
So she wanted to meet up with you to have.
And trust me, I told her, and she wanted me to come in there, and I said,
God damn.
I ain't coming in there, I ain't, no way.
Okay. Wow, that's nuts. So when did you first get on Instagram? Because you said that's where she met you at, or?
I've been on Instagram now for about 5 or 6 years or something.
Oh,
I've got a lot of friends on there.
Yeah.
You know, I got a buddy of mine that I was served with in Iraq, and he's a truck driver, so he gets on there, and we, you know, just I got a bunch of other friends, military friends, and stuff like that.
Of course.
I like to go in there and watch the American Got Talent. You know.
Right, they do the little things. Yeah.
Like ventriloquism, and that one girl that went on there at 12-year old, and she won $1 million or something like that.
Holy.
For being a ventriloquist and all that.
Okay. Do y'all watch like the gymnastics things on there too on Instagram, or?
No, not really. I might a little bit every now and then, but it's just like certain things, you know. And a lot of times I mainly sit at home and play video games.
You play video games at 70?
Yeah.
Oh, good. What do you play?
Call of Duty.
You play Call of Duty? Okay.
Yeah, I figured since I didn't get nobody over there, I get at least somebody on TV.
There you go. Do you play Madden at all? Madden or 2K guy, or?
No.
No, okay.
No, I don't get into none of that. I'm one of those, if I can't keep them on screen, I don't want to keep them anywhere else, you know.
Well, you can Madden with a really hard hit. That's the way I look at it. But...
Oh, yeah, but that Madden's football, ain't it?
Yeah. God damn. So I guess what brought you to hop on Instagram? That's one.
Well, no, I've been on it for a long time.
Okay.
I mean, I've been on it for God. I've been here 5 years, so I've been on it since about 5 years, 6 years.
Looking for like a wife or anything on there, or just people?
I get on there and talk to people I know, people I've seen, you know, something like that. A lot of these older, desperate women that hit you up all the time.
Oh,
you know?
Jesus Christ!
The one that kills me is, well, let's talk. Okay, well, we talk. Well, you give him. I'm always on there. I'm the one that waits for the other shoe to drop.
Yeah.
And they get on there. Can you give me money? Said my kids ain't had nothing to eat in a day or two. Well, that's your problem.
Me, right? So, dude, so older people ask you for money too on there? That's like is that a thing?
No, it's the younger ones.
Really?
Yes, I mean I've talked to 18 and up.
Right.
And well, they say there's 18 and up.
Do they ever do that? Cause this happened to me a few times. Do they ever do that bait and switch where they're portraying themselves like 18, but then they end up telling you, "Oh, I'm 12, I'm 13, I'm 14." Have they ever done that shit? Because they've done that shit to me a couple times.
Yeah, but the one that's why I'm saying I'm waiting for the other shoe to drop, just like this right here. Waiting for the other shoe to drop.
Yeah.
And I mean, I don't get me wrong. I mean, I told her no, but anyway, the one I'm waiting is I'd say, can you give me some money? Pop up.
Makes sense. So, or is like Teleguard, is that used for like social media networking, or like is that like usually groups, individuals, or how is it?
I think it's individual, I believe. I don't know. I mean,
Well, I guess is it like multiple people talking at once there, or is it just like a one-on-one chat?
Like one-on-one chat.
Jeez, okay. What about Telegram? Is that like groups or individuals or?
Same thing.
Just one-on-one chat?
Yep.
So you said there was another one, session?
Yeah, session.
What's that like?
Oh, you gotta, they gotta, it's the same thing, but friggin' password this friggin' long to get into the damn thing.
Oh, it's like some nerdy shit like that.
I'm like, man, trying to write all this down. You know, and then I'm telling you, it's a big ass number.
So how do you find people on Telegar? Like, how do you follow somebody on there?
Well, I mean, it's just like, I got some friends that I talked to in the United Kingdom.
On Teleguard?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, like, I mean, do y'all like start like I guess whose idea is it to go to Teleguard? Like, I mean, I don't think you just like type someone's username on there, or does someone like, are you like on another app and they tell you to go? Like, how does it work?
It's like when I was on this other website.
Sure.
And the people I was talking to there say, well, let's go to this website.
Which is
Teleguard.
Okay, so you're on some what website?
Be like on website.
Okay.
You know,
Hey,
they
man's
got,
a man. I get you.
Yeah, they got on this one website I go to. It's like a dating app type thing.
Oh, I've never heard of a dating app, bro. I'm only a guy living in 2024. No, I'm just kidding. What dating app?
Yeah. But it's they got like a dating site, or you can go in there, you know, and and they'll say, well, let's go over here, and I said, well, I don't have that.
Like go to Teleguard?
Yeah, I said, well, I don't have that. Oh, it's easy to download it.
And then they just kind of got you download it?
Yeah, well, you download it, and then you go from there, you know.
Fair
like
enough.
I said, I've talked to people in the United Kingdom. I've got a bunch of, I found on Facebook. It's got my name.
Oh, okay. Right. Yeah.
And I've got a hold of them. I'm like, well, who are you?
Yeah, it makes sense. So wait, there's a site and people are directing you to Teleguard. You got to tell me about this dating app, bro, because I got to find that myself.
It's
So you can talk to people on there?
Yeah.
Oh,
well,
okay.
I mean, yeah, they've got it where you can go in there. It's site.
Yeah.
But you can also go in there and click. It's like your profile. You can click, and it's got dating. And you can click on that.
Oh.
And then you can go in what country you want. From what age group to what age group you want.
Sure.
And of course, women.
Yeah.
I forgot what we talked about.
Profiles.
Oh, yeah.
I have heard of. I didn't know there was a chat thing on there.
Yeah, well, it's okay. Say you got this profile, this woman, and you want to talk to her. Well, you can send her a message.
Yeah.
And if she wants to talk to you, she'll talk to you. If she don't want to talk to you, you won't hear shit from them. That's the ones where you go through there and delete. You
right.
know? And I've met all kinds of them, but that's where I met her at. No. This other girl that I talked to in the United Kingdom.
The Teleguard chick?
Yeah. She's like 18, 19-year-old. But what am I going to do? Fly over and, you know. So anyway, I talked to them on there. I got some friends. I got a thing. It's from, what is it? Damn it. I can't forget what the f*** it was. Man, I'm sorry.
Yeah, you're good, man.
I forgot bad.
Yeah, I got you.
You know, that's where I've been dropped on my head.
Okay. Well, so they get you to go to Telegram. So where does a session come into play? Like how did?
I don't know. They just come in and say, hey, well, let's go to this because it's different types of. They'll say it's more. How do I put it? It's more private.
More private. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense.
Like on I mean, if you want to really get down into whoever,
Yeah.
there's only certain words you can say.
Oh, okay.
Because it's like Yahoo when I go in there and protest about a bunch of shit. Oh, you can't say that. We banded you. You can't, and...
Well, are there ways to, like, on Instagram you can send someone like a selfie or something like that. On X, can you send people like a selfie or anything like that, or is it just?
Well, you used to could.
So they the pictures.
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, you can make your profile picture up and put in a couple more pictures and stuff in your profile.
But like you can't message someone and say hi with a picture of you.
No, they used to have it.
Oh.
But they cut it out, and people I've talked to in there before saying, I used to have a bunch of pictures on here. What the hell's going on here?
So do they want you to like go to maybe Session or Teleguard so they can actually send pictures then? Or?
Yeah, basically, yeah. I mean, since they cut it out.
So now they go to now they do the whole picture sharing Teleguard and Session and all that. Okay.
Yep.
Do they send videos on there too on Teleguard Session, or is it pictures or both? Or
I believe you can probably send videos. I'm not. I don't for videos.
Yeah, fair enough.
I'm lucky if I can turn my phone on.
Yeah, fair enough. So basically, I guess the chats on Telegram and Session, I assume they're like would be related since it's coming from right?
Yeah. I mean, certain things because they, just like anything else, they regulate.
Yeah, of course.
Everything, and then they'll come back and say. So let's say, well, let's go over here so we can send you pictures.
Yes, of course. So how many people do you think have talked to you on Teleguard Session? Like, how common is, because I've never, I guess I've heard of Session pretty recently.
Session, I used to talk to one girl on there long time ago, and I don't even know why I got the app, because I don't talk to her anymore, and she's gone, and I don't hardly ever use it. It's just there now.
Right. So is Teleguard, there's a little bit more people on there?
Teleguard, Telegram, or Teleguard, yeah, and Telegram.
There's actually people on there that talk to you.
Well, yeah, I mean, but not really. I mean, it's one of those, same with the site.
Yeah.
It just depends on which ones that these people want
to go to, right.
I mean, whatever one they like the best.
So y'all basically just discuss on there, like what do they want to talk about?
You talk about what'd you have for dinner tonight. Just basic.
Right, but I guess like what chats do they talk about? Like,
just when's the last time you got laid?
Right.
All this.
Got it.
How many girlfriends you got? Well, I don't know. And which one? What number are you this week? Just whatever. Just whatever you want to talk about.
Just.
Have you tried cooking such and such? Just.
But
Well, I was a cook. Before my mom got real bad and died.
Yeah.
I was in the middle of writing 2 cookbooks. And was having published and everything.
Got it.
But, like I said, I live in California, so I had a cookbook for dummies and one for stone dummies.
Well, if you live in did you tell anybody on well, I don't know, if you lived in California, did anybody on like Telegram or Teleguard, Telegram Session get the wrong idea and send you shit of like boys or?
No. I ain't never heard of none of that until I moved out here.
What of a?
Teleguard and Telegram and Session. I'd never heard none of that until I moved out here.
Got it. So
I moved out here, and all of a sudden it's like, well, use this app. Well, what's wrong with this app we're on now?
Right.
Well, it's regulated. There's only certain things you can say on there. It's just like if you come up and say, okay, I'm going to you.
Mm-hmm.
You can't say it. You're into.
Oh, okay. Like I'm talking about like on like Session and Teleguard, because you're saying it's all unregulated. Like, do they just send boys and shit, or?
No. I mean, matter of fact, I've never even sent pictures to anybody on there.
No, I'm saying like, do they send boys to you? Like.
Oh hell no.
No. Okay, shut that shit down.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I wanted to ask about Session and Telegram. I'm thinking about downloading those if it's a little bit more unrestricted. Like, so have they only sent like straight on there then? Nothing.
It just depends on what you're into. It depends on which way your mind swings.
No, but I'm saying in your experience, have they only sent like straight to you? Because can I curate it to that as well? Or
Yeah. I mean, I don't condone none of that other.
okay.
No, you know.
So they've only sent you. So they have. So I guess what have they sent on Teleguard and Session?
It just depends on what It just depends. Let's see here. See, here's Teleguard.
Okay.
Right there. Now, what I get, Telegram.
Yeah.
What I get on that is Russians.
Okay.
But they got everything.
Yeah, sure.
And I don't know why they say young Russians, because they're 18 and older.
Right.
You know. Well, somebody said something to me about it. I said, well, hell, if you was born yesterday, you're younger than I am.
Right. 100%.
So that's basically what I got. And then her, I've talked to her, and she's from Phoenix, Arizona.
Who, the young Russia Res? Or?
No, this girl right here.
Okay.
And then this right here is it's a husband and wife, and they live in Italy.
Got it.
So I talk to people around the world.
Right.
And then, let's see, where's this? Snapchat, Instagram.
Yeah.
Teleguard, there's it.
Okay.
Teleguard, that's one I talked to, the girl in United Kingdom.
Okay.
And then you don't need to know that one.
Which one's that?
This one right here. It's a weird website.
Okay.
Yeah, you don't need to. It's still a website, but it just.
I got you, a little bit too much.
Yeah, it's out there. I mean, I don't do any of it.
Mm-hmm.
I just like to watch.
Right.
And then here's Sessions right here.
Okay.
And see here, I don't think I got anything on here. Yeah, so that's all.
Yeah.
But they give you a number. See? That number, and you got to type every bit of it in word by word.
Oh, that I can't.
Oh, no, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, I don't even know why I keep it anymore, because I don't talk to anybody on there.
Well, fair enough. No, you can put it up. You're good, man.
Well, I was going to. There's my lab.
Oh, what's his name?
I named him Charlie Brown.
Okay.
I was going to name him Harley, but my nephew said, well, you already had a dog named Harley. You need to name him something else. And I was down here in Sonic over here one night, pulling out after getting something to eat. I had him in the car with me, and I'm sitting there, what the hell am I going to name him? You know, because you want something odd, whatever. And I'm like, Charlie Brown come tonight. So I got him I got Charlie Brown, and then, of course, that is a stuffed dog is a peanut.
Yeah.
Not peanut. Snoopy.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I call him Peanut. And so I gave him I stuck it down in there. So there's Peanut, there's Charlie Brown, and I got a Charlie Brown Christmas tree at the house like that.
God damn, that's sick. I hate to be morbid, but like, if we're on these unrestricted sites, are there people like into dogs and animals and all that shit on there too, or?
Well, let's just say that that's what this one's for.
Oh, the that
one.
Which one? What's that called?
It's.
Okay, got it.
Let's just say here that it's extreme.
Right.
I mean, you got. Yeah, they yeah.
I
Look
got
at that
you.
one.
Yeah, it's very unpleasant.
God, trust me, I couldn't. Hell, if I slipped and fell, I'd fall between the cracks.
Yeah, no.
Oh, wait a minute. Here's a piece of lettuce I had in there since last year.
Right.
But yeah, this one right here is just like. But I mean, the same thing, but it just.
Right. So can you talk to those people on there, or?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
But see, you can get, you can go in here and then you can put, whatever you want to. But
Sure.
I don't even know how I come across that one.
Fair enough. So being kind of on these crazy apps, you can put up, dude. You're good.
Oh no, I'm just sorry.
Yeah. Being on these crazy apps are there like would you say there's like weirdos or kind of crazy people on there that you don't want to be associating with or anything like that?
Well, there's a lot of them, I've had them come on there. Hey, I'm. Would you? I said, get the off my.
Oh, disgust me.
Yeah, I mean, cause you got to be careful what you say,
Right,
because
right.
they'll report you.
Right.
Oh, that guy's caused me problems.
Well,
They make a button called block
yeah, of course.
or delete.
Yeah, they can't respect free speech. It's insane.
Yeah, I've blocked a ton of people.
What themes that people have brought up have you had to like block out? Like, what else have you had to kind of?
People, and well, I like this, and I was well, good for you. I don't.
What are some things people have said they like that you were like, I don't want a piece of this, or I don't want to?
Let's see here.
Yeah, because like any like taboos or anything. Or...
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, of course, hell, I've seen it all and heard it all, and
right.
Probably been around the block a few times. But I don't know. It's just people basically I don't deal with are fat women.
Right. What about when people bring up like kind of like underage themes? What do you do when they bring that shit up?
Well, it depends if supposedly I'm whoever I'm talking to,
right?
Supposed to be 18, and they bring it up.
Okay.
Then we discuss whatever, talk about it like that. But
so someone 18 will sometimes bring up being younger than 18 or stuff younger than 18.
Oh.
When do they bring that up? Like,
well, it can be brought up, and then because I always ask, because I normally ask, how old are you? I want to make sure who
Yeah, I want to verify.
You want to make sure you're who you
right,
say you
right.
are. But on the like in websites, and I go in there and they say, well, I'm 16 or 15.
Okay.
Then I go right in and report them.
So you've had people like obviously on the profile it might say 18, but you've had people kind of do a bait and switch where they end up saying
yeah.
What sites have you kind of seen that underage stuff on? Okay.
Yes.
What about like Instagram? So I noticed in your following list there's a few profiles that kind of look on the younger side. So just
well, they're
not that I care. I'm just saying.
Well, no, I know, but I got some on there. It's like 20, 30, 40.
Right.
I mean, it's just whoever you want to talk to, basically.
Well, people pull that because on talk about a bait and switch they pull over like they look 18 or they portray as 18, then they tell you I'm 15, 16, like that. How many times have they done that on Instagram to you? Like you thought they were 18 when you messaged them and they flip it around on you?
Just that one time.
On Instagram? Who was that? Oh. So what?
Bait and switch, basically.
100%. What did tell you she was? Like was she like 10, 11 or?
No, she didn't say that.
What did she say?
She said she was. Because I asked her lunch, I said, how old are you?
Yeah, of course.
I want to make sure.
Yeah.
And then she comes back again, and like I said later, and said, well, I'm 13. I'm like, whoa. Okay.
She said 13.
Yeah, and I go, whoa, what?
Okay.
And you want me to come do what? I said, oh, hell no.
Yeah, that was kind of like
I
what
said,
the
I like living.
For sure.
And I told her I didn't want to come here.
Right.
I told her I didn't want to come here.
Right.
And so she's about the only one I've ever come across. Now, I've talked to some of them, it's like 17 and 18.
Yeah, I mean, whatever.
But,
can't blame you for that. That's like the,
back's hurt.
You're good, man.
I've got a, where the hell did it go? I left it at home. Oh, no, I didn't. I got a.
Life alert.
No, it's not life alert. I've got.
Hopefully not.
Oh, yeah, it is.
No.
You won't see it explode.
No, not.
No, it's a nerve stimulator. I got metal pins stuck in my spine.
Uh-huh.
And this right here is supposed to help regulate the pain.
Right. Okay.
And so they leave it in there for 2 months, and then I got to go back next month to have it taken out.
Okay, got it. So how many screws do you have in your back?
But it's if you're on a website,
Yeah.
and like I say, and you come up and say you're under 18,
Yeah.
I will report it.
How many times have you had to block people like that? Seems like a common thing.
I'll give you there's a woman I talked to. She's 22.
Sure.
And I said, well, that's your problem. You're around here showing that you're. Is that the cops?
I don't think so.
Yeah, that's the cops. God damn it! You call the cops?
I did not call the cops on you.
Oh well, the cops sitting here, right behind me. See?
Well, we can go somewhere else. I don't mind.
Well, yeah, but I don't know if he's. Tell him we were talking. Yes, sir.
Walking around?
Yeah, we got a call
No,
saying that
man,
there's a...
been sitting in here.
No, nobody's been walking around here.
Yeah, we got a call. Somebody's in 79 activity is what they called it. That people were walking up and down in between cars.
Oh, no, not at all. No, we didn't see anything.
He's
Yeah, no, we've
talking
just been
about
chilling out.
Everything under the sun, military.
Yeah, no, I've genuinely seen nobody walking around here.
I
So.
haven't seen anybody either. Of course, like I say, I'm facing in here, so I really can't tell. But
Yeah.
Yeah, no, like yeah, no. I mean,
he lives right here, don't you?
Yeah, but I mean, no, like I swear we haven't seen anybody walking around here. So. All right, man, appreciate you, bro. All right, you too.
All right, man, have a good one.
Yep.
Scared me.
Dude, I was like, what the?
Hey, what did I do now?
Yeah, I know.
I mean, you know.
Yeah, but
But still, are you cold?
you can turn the heat on. I'm not too cold. But,
Well, I know, but
yeah, I
you know,
know.
I don't want to. I'm still trying to figure this car out.
Yeah,
I've somehow or another hit a button earlier to turn my radio off.
right.
I can't figure out how to get it going.
Well, so I was gonna say, so I guess how many times do you think? Or I guess when did it start where you've noticed people were doing that bait and switch where they were saying they were under 18?
Well, like I said, I've always, I said I'd waited for the other shoe to drop because they always say, well, matter of fact, another one. I was talking to one down in, and I say it's Titusville, but it's Titusville. I think, Florida.
Right.
And then I never heard nothing back from her, so I went back on her profile. She got me blocked.
Yeah. So, no, but I'm saying, like, when did people start doing, like, specifically the underage bait and switch? Like, they're an older profile, then they tell you, like, oh, I'm 15, I'm 14, whatever. Like, when did that first start happening?
On there, you know, it's happened over a few years. Used to be real bad on it.
On a.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What other apps has that happened? I mean, I guess Instagram has happened, but what other apps have they done that bait and switch?
I really didn't start having. Well, it's not that bad.
Okay. Yeah. Which one would you say is the most severe for?
I've had problems out of Snapchat and Instagram.
So how many times on Instagram has that happened?
Couple of times, I think, maybe.
What ages have they said? Like,
No, I'm 22, and I'm really. You sure don't look like you're 22.
and then what was she?
And then, well, 18, 17, or something like that. In which a lot of times, you know, it's mainly still. They're still our age, but they're basically legal.
Sure.
Man, I mean, as far as meeting them and stuff like that, I mean, I just talk to them.
Yeah, of course. Well, I know. Well, I know Snapchat. I mean, I even know myself Snapchat's bad because I have cousins with that. So, how many times on Snapchat do you think that's happened where they do that bait and switch?
Not really. I mean, I've got my nephew I talk to on there, and then I've got certain people. There's another girl I've been on there talking to.
Yeah.
She lives in Grundy County, but she's 18-year-old. And so...
well, I guess on Snap, I mean, like, how many times have they told you that they're under 18?
I've never had that problem off Snapchat.
Well, because I was hearing that Snapchat was also an app where they've done that bait and switch to you before, so...
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I've ever really had that problem on Snapchat. I mean, I hardly ever go on there. I didn't even have that until last year.
Snap?
Yeah.
Gotcha. So, you know, I mean, over the years, we're on all these sites. There's bound to be bad apples.
Well, there's bad apples everywhere you go.
Of course. No, 100%. But what sites or apps have they tried to bring up, like, not necessarily them being...
Well, you know they're closing TikTok down, don't you?
Right.
I've got on TikTok once before, and then I'm like, what the hell? You can see the same thing on Instagram as you did TikTok.
No, 100%. People post tics on Instagram all the time. But I mean, you know, I know there's some apps where people have turned out they were underage, which, again, there's no way you know that, so it's not even like a big deal. But, I mean, what apps, I mean...
Now, on...
Uh-huh.
I have run into a few, but they're from India.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So what have...
I mean, you know, that they be as hell too, and then, well, how old are you? And well, I'm 16. I go, huh?
Are these Indian chicks doing that?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Well,
from India.
I thought you can't send pictures on a...
Ain't.
So where do you see them?
Profile picture.
Oh, okay.
And they used to have it. Now I noticed they just changed it.
Right.
But you could go into it, and they would have like you can do a dating picture.
Yes,
whatever.
yes.
And you could go through whatever
Right,
they
right.
had on or didn't have on or whatever.
Right.
And then you can go from there, But I've had them from India, man. I'm like, the hell? Oh yeah, I'm a over here, and I'm like.
And they're all like in that 16 and underage range?
Yeah, they brag about it too.
Oh, well, I'm shocking, but what's the youngest you've seen from India, or the youngest they've tried to show you from India that's been like underage?
I think closest it came to is about 16, something like that, 15, 16.
Well, have there been like bad apples that have just been like egregiously young, like 11, 12, or they're
No.
Okay.
I don't want.
Got it. So I want to kind of touch on that Teleguard app, because I think that's supposed to be one of those encrypted apps, right?
Yeah, that's what I was told, because I guess there's certain things on, like, you can put, but you can't put.
Right. Do they they use those? Cause I'm on,
Oh yeah, are you a daddy or what?
Oh well, hey man, I might be a little bit into that.
Oh yeah. Well, I'm a daddy.
Okay, all right.
Yeah. But yeah, I was on there for a long time, and I met a girl on there. That's when I lived in California. She lived in Texas.
Okay.
And of course, I done a motorcycle ride. I ride cross country.
Right,
I rode from Mexico to Canada.
Right.
And so I rode down there. Mainly went down there because, you seen that movie American Sniper?
Yes, Chris Kyle.
With and the bikers all in the end.
Yep.
That was us.
Oh, nice, man.
Yeah, I'm with the riders.
Good.
Military funerals for back home for veterans.
Thanks for what you do.
Been doing it for. They started them in 2005, and I've been with them since 2006.
Okay.
I know where more kids buried at and where families are.
God damn. Okay. But
What the hell did I lose now? Oh, there
so
it is.
are you still on?
No, I kind of got off of it.
Yeah.
Every now and then I might stick my nose in it and see what's going on. Let's see. Oh, I got my phone upside down. I was told that was a good place to go, and then I got in there and got the ticket. I'm like, oh hell, did I die and go to heaven?
Well, yeah.
But
What was on? Okay, I got you, man. So I gotta on now they're using at least when I talk to chicks on there. Well, I guess I haven't been on there in a couple months because I've been dating her. But when I was on there more recently, do they use those? I started to see them use like those mega links and shit like that.
I don't know. I haven't been on there. I guess I think I was on it one time last year.
No, I mean like they instead of like posting all this in the chat, they just throw like a mega link in there, or just like go to this.
Oh yeah. They do that on. They used to do that on Hamster.
Like with the mega links.
Yeah, and I'm like, I ain't clicking on that because you don't know where you're going.
Well, no.
Yeah, they got them where though you can click on it
Yeah.
and it takes you like to the, I guess, pictures or whatever the hell.
Well,
One that I don't like is.
Oh yeah, well
They was on that on.
Well, I'm not paying for no, so you got me up with that. But those mega links, it's like we're talking about the same things where it's like kind of like a folder and you can just click on and. Okay.
Yeah. I've never. No, now when I'm on the.
Yeah.
And it's somebody I know I've been talking to, then they'll throw something like that up, then I'll click on it just because I'm on my cell phone.
Like the mega links?
Yeah. So I can just see what's going on.
For
But a lot of times it's throwing you to OF.
Right.
Or whatever the hell it is. And I'm like,
What sites have you seen them use mega links on?
who was that? Mine?
I think that was someone parking.
Oh. Well, for one thing, see, what is it? I think I've had them hit me up on Instagram for those.
With mega links?
Yeah, but I don't never go into those.
Got it.
I mean, I've had my compromised on there.
Sure.
Or credit cards up and like me, I bought a riding lawnmower and zero turn.
Yeah.
Well, I can't get my money back now. They ripped me off and they're out of the United Kingdom.
Right. No, because dude, the thing with those mega links, it's like it's not like it's like a site where it's like it's like you have no idea what it is.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Have you some of the mega links that we're clicking on? Have you seen where you're like, oh, I didn't expect this, I'm out of here?
Well, yeah, I'm like, what? What?
How did some of that stuff make you feel? Like,
I mean, you got them ones where the like on that one I was telling you about that looks, it shows on there like a woman, a donkey.
Oh, so they put some on there.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's on. Well, I mean, it's on. They've got them where women.
Okay.
I'm like, whoa, what the hell? And then it's just like they got all kinds of different oddball stuff.
Have there been some of those weirdos like that are into like that? Where they put some of that taboo on mega links, sometimes with like some younger than 18 stuff, like little girls like that.
Oh hell no.
No, I'm not saying you asked for it. I'm just saying, have they sometimes put that on a mega link and you see it and you're like, that?
Yeah, I think I have, but I mean that's been a long time ago.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're kind of were like, okay, I don't want a piece of this.
I had a woman that I talked to on there, single woman,
yeah,
and all that, and you got kids and all that stuff.
Yeah.
She said, "Yeah," I said, "Man, you hook up, you my daughter," and I'm like, "What?"
And she gave you a mega link then, or?
Well, no, it just she just come on and said, "Hey, me and you get ever hooked up, you can have my kids." And I'm like, "Hell no!"
How old was your daughter?
Like 16, 17-year-old.
Okay.
And I'm like, "Well, what the hell?" She goes, "Well, no, she's been said she's been having as long as we can remember."
What site was that on?
I'd want to say
Okay.
But I'm not sure. It could have been also.
Did that crazy like send pics of her too and all that crap?
Who?
Of her daughter? Like, was she just saying
no.
Okay,
I'm just saying, well, no.
So you mentioned there was a mega link where.
But a lot of those, though, is from overseas. And over in Europe, that's, well, I'm not saying it's common, but you got somebody that lives up in bum Egypt in the middle of nowhere, and, you know, your wife died, but you got this daughter running around here, you know.
So you think
like a lot of.
So you think that's like on the mega links and shit, or?
I don't know. I mean, it just depends on who you click on.
Like, where do you think that stuff's coming from? Like, if you had to guess in your experience, like, do you think it's mostly from like?
Probably from overseas.
Yeah, but you think? Well, do you think so? It's like mostly white people on there, or do you think it's mostly like?
It's mixed.
Mixed.
Yeah.
What other countries do you think you've seen on some of these?
Mexicans.
Mexicans. Okay,
Yeah.
got it. So, what are these like? Videos, pictures, both, or?
Pictures a lot of times. Just
Okay.
pictures.
How often would there be a video like that happening?
I've never seen a video
Of what?
of what are we talking about? Yeah, underage.
Okay.
Oh, no.
So some people have just posted pictures sometimes of that stuff?
Yeah, you know, they'll come on because it's like, you know, me and you sitting there, whatever, you know, I hope we're.
Yeah, 100%.
But, and then out of the blue, well, hey, you know, I want you to come home with the old lady. I had one guy want me to come home with his wife so he can sit there and watch me.
Got it. Oh, okay. So so there's been sporadic times where kind of underage photos have popped up here and there. What apps would you say that's been like the most common on to the least common on?
I think more into Instagram now.
What about underage photos? Like where's that mostly been?
That would be from overseas, Europe.
Right.
Europe. I've talked to Korea.
Okay.
You know, stuff like that.
Well, what apps are they mostly posting that stuff on, do you think?
I don't even remember. I mean, it's different things over the years, you know.
Just here and there.
Yeah,
Sure.
yeah. I try to stay off of it. Like I say, when I get on there, like right now, I'm looking for a place to get my dog.
So you obviously, I mean, you come across some crazy people. Have people like on some of these apps, have they tried to like offer you like some very young, where you've had to be like, oh no, I don't want none of that?
No, I've had them that way. Do you want to exchange, you know, pictures of such and such? I said,
Well, such and such. What do you mean?
underage.
Oh, what apps do? Like, what apps do they ask that?
No, I mean, you just like a lot of sites, or just depending on whatever site you're on, and it's on that too. They'll come and hit you up. Well, I exchange photos. I said, well, good for you, but I don't have any of them.
What's the youngest age they've offered to exchange?
Young.
Like
Under 10.
under 10. Okay.
Like probably 8, 9, or something like that.
What about like babies, toddlers, or?
Oh, hell no.
No, just eight and
Well,
up.
I even had a woman hit me up for that.
She did?
Hell yeah.
What was she wanting?
This was, was in Europe.
Mm-hmm.
And she said, yeah, you can come and, you know, I'm like, what? I said, no.
So what age was she wanting? Like what was she signifying to make you?
Well, she started out like the bait and switch.
Okay.
You know, and well, you know, I've got such and such and such and such, and then she come on and she go, well, she said, of course, she thought I'd get her, and then she said, well, why don't you get me the baby? I'm like, what?
Oh my God.
I'm like, what? And she goes, yeah, and I'm like, oh, no.
So are they like offering to like?
But see, like I said again, it's in Europe. Now I'm not saying all that's common,
Right.
Because it's against law everywhere,
Right.
But, and I mean, I just told them no.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll you, but oh, hell no. And so, but like I say, it's all in Europe because Europe is more free about
free love, yeah,
free and stuff. You know, they're more open about stuff.
Right.
Well, I've been to a bunch of beaches when I lived out when I was stationed in Germany.
Hey man, can't blame you for that.
Yeah, well, yeah, but you know, it's kind of hard. It's kind of hard when you run. You know, you don't get to enjoy. Of course, you know, you can go with regular clothes.
Right.
You know, and that's why I went because I'm like, oh hell no.
Yeah.
You know, but there's a draft zone here. You know.
Right. So, I mean, so how often do people try to like offer or trade these underage photos with you? Like,
I don't have any more. I mean, I'd had them years and years ago.
Had them offer, or?
Yeah, I had offers, but that was a long time ago before they got regulated like they get now. You know.
Oh, no, like.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. I mean, you know, that's when the internet was really starting to kick off. You know.
Fair enough. So, how many of them? Because you know, if we're talking about Europeans, free love, Indians. If we're talking about people like that, how many times have they?
Well, I've only had a few. I mean, not many. I mean, it just. To them, it was just like common talk. Like when you sitting here talking, it's just like common to them.
No, 100%. That's why I'm like, how many times did they just forget what you know, disregard your wishes or disregard your asks and just send it anyway without you?
No.
No, I'm saying not you asking, but just
no. I've never asked for them, and not. I tell them no. Don't send it to me. Don't send it.
No, I know that, but how many times have they said F you and just send it anyway?
God. Oh yeah. I've had a few of them a long time ago.
Okay.
And I just delete them. I said I don't want this on my you know phone or internet or on the computer.
It was on the computer that happened.
Yeah. And I said I don't want this. Oh, hell no.
Did they send you like links to that type of shit, or was it just like
they just up and sent the pictures?
They sent the pictures.
Yeah.
So,
and I'm like,
so is it always the pictures, or they send a link to the pictures?
Well,
sometimes?
they send a link to the pictures too. I've had them do that.
Oh, and it gets open. And it's
yeah.
Okay.
You know, I'm like, you know, it's like, Tijuana, Mexico. They got this lady down there. You know, in front of everybody.
Yep. Yeah, I know about that. That. So, on those pictures, obviously, it's not you taking the photos. Like, I'm not worried about your end on that, but it's more like. So, how low are these people going with what they're sending with that type of stuff?
Well, I say years ago, it used to be real bad.
Like?
Yeah, they would. It's just like, you know, you sneezing. That's how much you know.
How much what you sneezing?
Well, you know, just like if you sneezing real bad. You know, it's just more like back then.
Oh, so they would just go willy nilly with it.
Yeah. So, if you talk, say if we're on we're talking, you know, like we men you are talking now.
Yeah.
And well, do you got any pictures to trade?
Right.
And I'm like, what kind of pictures you talking about?
Mm-hmm.
Well, underage, and I go, no.
And so when they have sent that, like, I mean.
I ain't even had them sent to me. I've just told them no.
No, I know you're not asking them, but you know, you said a few times they just send it anyway.
Yeah, but like I said, that was a long time ago.
Like how low? Like, what was their limit for the ages they would send you?
Well, it just they'd ask you.
Right.
You know.
Well, like what? I mean, I know, like, you know, I guess what was like?
It'd be like well, they do the same thing on. I've talked to them on there that was under the age of 18.
There was girls under 18.
Yeah.
What was the youngest girl that talked to you?
I think 16.
Okay. Was she like sending or some crazy shit?
No, she just wanting daddy.
No, I get that. But I mean, when they have sent those underage, like what would you say the youngest age they've sent is? Because I know it's not you asking for it, obviously, but it's like, what are like?
Oh, you mean it just like if I you're on this website. Just because you're on this website, you think that's what you want.
Right. So, like, what would you say the youngest looking photo they've sent is, or video, or whatever the hell? So I heard like 8 to 10, or
I heard one. I got talking one is mother.
Okay.
And next thing I know, I'm talking, and it's her daughter, 8-year-old daughter.
What was sent of that?
Well, she just saying something about, well, you can do this and that and all. I'm
Yeah.
like, well, and you're how old?
What app was that on?
But that was a long time ago.
Right. So I mean, like, what was the youngest looking photo they've actually sent of a
Well,
nude?
they've never sent photos. I'm just, I talked to them, but.
Well, no, because you said there was a few times where they've sent like actual
Yeah,
photos of this
they would
stuff
be
and
like,
pictures.
8 or 10-year-olds, and I'm like, oh, no, get away from me.
So what were they doing in those photos? Like
Nothing. He just standing there like he'd be getting out of a shower.
what?
Yeah.
Oh my God! So were they the one? Like, did it look like they took the photos themselves, or was it more like just somebody was taking a photo of them, or?
No, they was actually like actually taking a picture of them right there on the spot.
Oh, what were these crazy kids showing? Like,
Well, they'd be standing there, but it wouldn't. I don't think it was them per se. It was more or less whoever the parents or whoever it was is into that. Well, you run in that on.
you do,
It's
you
getting
do.
where it's getting where it's everywhere. You can't even turn the computer on anymore without like that.
So they
throw it up.
So they would show these little girls like.
I don't know. I don't never look at them.
Well, no, you said it was. So like it was.
Well,
like,
yeah, but it'd be just standing there like you just got out of the shower.
Right. So just kind of you see from their head to toe, and
Yeah, that's about. I mean,
Okay.
just like
well, did they make the girls do any like poses or anything, or
No.
they were just standing there?
They
Just,
stand there, your birthday suit.
okay, I get you. So just bare ass, bare whatever.
Yeah,
Okay.
no, I ain't.
So do the pictures like ever zoom in on their, or was it kind of just like out where you can see it all, or like?
No, just take a picture of you standing there, just like you got out of the shower.
How do the pics make you feel?
I said, oh hell no,
Got it.
and so I just.
So when's the last time someone sent something like that to you?
Of that age?
Yeah, or anything.
The only one sent me any pictures, and that's that girl out there on the mountain. She sent me some tonight of her taking a bath.
Right. But I mean, when's the last time someone
but
sent you
she
something?
was 18.
Yeah. Like, when's the last time you think someone's unfortunately sent something underage?
I don't think I got anything like that.
No. Like, I mean, when do you think the most recent time was?
That's what I'm saying. It's been a couple of years ago, I guess.
A couple years ago.
Yeah,
Got it.
I mean that was like I'm saying that was on just used to be rampant,
Right.
and then they've cut where you can't do pictures.
Do you think they cut it for that reason?
I don't know.
Got it.
I don't know.
Yeah, I guess you're not the one calling the shots.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
shit.
I mean, but like I said, if even that one girl I was talking to, the mama, and she had her daughter on there, the 8-year-old.
Yeah.
I reported her.
How long ago was that?
That's 10 years ago.
Well, I appreciate your 10 years ago.
Yeah, 10 or 12 years.
Appreciate you
ago.
reporting it, man.
I mean, I report them. I mean, I got where if you're on my adult website.
Yeah, I can bring that around.
Yeah. No, because it's bad for you, but then it puts the whole site
At risk, and that's not fair.
Yeah, because that's not fair to you or anybody else.
Right. So now that I know you actually report stuff and that you do the right thing with it, I wanted to bring up, so Teleguard and sometimes on Telegram, what it's looking like. You have an Android, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I used to have an Apple, and I didn't like it.
Yeah, I hate Apple, but. Obviously it's making sense where you kind of these bad apples run into you on, they lure you into some other site like Teleguard and all this. Obviously, an Android, yeah, Android is better than I mean, I have an Android. You obviously see Android's way better than Apple. I love Android, but one thing about Android that might not be the best is that it's a lot less secure than Apple to kind of see and get into. And now I'm only going to bring this up now because you actually have told me that you've reported stuff, that you've done the right thing with stuff, that you obviously don't condone this stuff. So I actually appreciate that. But obviously on Telegard and Telegram, sometimes there's been some people who have been just kind of less than flattering, I'm sure.
Well, yeah, but the ones that go on there are the ones I've talked to for a long time.
Right, but I'm saying there's been people on Telegard, and maybe you've blocked them. I don't know, but it's looking like Telegard's kind of been a resurgence of what used to be on. I'm not saying it's obviously not you facilitating and asking for it, but never, not. I don't think for 1 second that you got Telegard to go look at pictures of little kids.
No,
I don't think,
no.
But obviously when you're in a place for so long, it can go south. Like if you're in the middle of Memphis and your door's unlocked, you're not trying to get robbed, but eventually you're going to get.
It's like you're hanging the sign.
You're hanging this.
Oh, come here! I got the door open.
Right. So it's kind of like having a Telegard account. Kind of similar to that. So I'm more curious because, I was going to ask, are any of these pictures being sent on Telegard? Is it like you taking the photos or anything?
No.
Right. Then, obviously talking to you now, I know that.
Half my family's cops, the other half are preachers, and then my brother's a Tennessee Department of Corrections.
Right. So obviously, now I know at this point that you're not the one taking the photos on Telegard or this or that.
No. I mean, I've never had anything. Now, the only ones that like on Telegard or Telegram or whatever.
Right. No, and I know that. And I know, the reason you got Telegard and Telegram is just talk to people and talk to people you trust. But obviously, that hasn't been 100%. That's not what's been the case, obviously. And I'm not saying that's your fault. I'm just saying that's just how it's been. You know what I'm saying? So I'm more curious, like, did you have any idea that Telegard and Telegram would turn into people kind of sending like that, or did it just smack you in the face, or how'd that kind of go?
Well, I just went there because, like I said, on
Right. So I know the reason you got those apps is probably just to chat with people and just say words that can't be said.
I talk to people from all around the world.
No, 100%. But what I'm kind of curious about, and again, it's not a knock on you, it's more of just like, this is an innocent dude who just was kind of on here, and this happened. When did Telegram turn into some people sometimes sending these younger photos? I'm sure you're not asking for them, but obviously it's happened.
The only one I get pictures of is the 18-year-old out there on the mountain.
Right. No, I know that's what you want. I know that's what you're looking for. That's what I get. That's what I've been talking to her a long time. I get it. But have you had to block people on Telegram and Telegard that have sent some inappropriately young photos to you?
I've never really got anything on there like that because I just started using them not too long.
Well,
a little bit since last year.
Right. So, I'm only saying this, Cliff, because I'm not bringing this up. I'm only bringing this up because I know. You know what I'm saying? Like I wouldn't just make up something. Like I'm not going to pretend that on Facebook people are sending you this because you're on there for Marketplace, right? So
I go. Half my family's on there.
100%.
My military friends on there.
Right.
Like that.
So we're not talking about on Facebook. Basically, so I'm just going to tell you why I'm asking about this. So what I care more about is obviously, want to make sure you're separated from those people. And I care more about like who's sending them and where that's coming from.
Yeah, I don't know.
Right, and I know you don't know, but
again,
right.
All these other places, because even Instagram, man, I've got them. Here, them little things you click on.
The mega links.
Yeah. They've got on there. You will click on here. You click on it, and it goes to OF or what's that other? Fencely or Tinsley or
yes,
whatever.
but so I want to bring up those mega links too because obviously, and this is what it's not fair about mega links because you open something that you're not expecting to open or you have no idea what it is. But I mean, sometimes
I'm kind of leery about that.
Right, but obviously on your end, I mean, sometimes these mega links have been young kid photos that I'm sure you didn't want to see. You know what I'm saying? So I guess we'll start with the mega links. Like, where have you seen mega links or where have they sent you mega links that have turned into young kid photos that you didn't want any part of?
I haven't run across any of those. Like I say, I don't click on them.
Well, no, I know, but I'm saying, you know, the only reason that I'm asking about those is because obviously somehow you have ran across those. So have some people lured you to another website, like Teleguard or Telegram, and then they send you something you were not expecting like that?
Yeah.
Okay. What sites have they lured you to send that to you?
I'm sure there's been a few places, but I can't remember off the bat. Like I said, they tell you to go to Teleguard or Telegram or something like that.
Okay, and so they.
But mainly, I mean, you know, just let's go over here and we talk. And that's about it.
Okay.
You know, as far as I'd had to tell them, hey, can you send me a picture of your? No.
so it's only.
I said the only time you're gonna get if you want to see my. You can come to my house and I'll show it to you.
100%.
But I said, I ain't putting it out there on the internet.
So there's only been a couple times then where they've done that to you on like Telegram, Teleguard, send you those young photos and you
yeah, I mean,
okay.
no, I mean, but again, we go in there and I'm not expecting none of that.
100%.
You know, we go in here and like, okay, let's go over here and talk because it's a little bit more private.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, boom, you know.
What do they hit you with?
Pictures of underage.
Okay.
And, you know, but that's people that's into that crap.
Right.
And mainly the ones I've come across that's into that is overseas.
Right. So how many times have you been the victim of someone sending like that to you on Telegram, like that underage stuff?
I had, and this had nothing to do with Telegram. This was a long time ago.
Yeah.
Some woman that I'd been talking to got pissed at me.
Yeah.
And put my name out there that I was into boys.
Oh, Jesus.
Yes. I even had the cops come to my house.
Oh, God, okay.
And I'm like, hell no. Well, what are you doing talking to these people on that website? I said, because it's a website. What do you expect?
Right.
I said, I'm single. I want,
right.
You know.
Well, I guess specifically on like Teleguard and Telegram, how many instances have people like spammed you with these underage photos that you've had to get rid of or...
I haven't got any.
Well, you said they've taken you to Teleguard and Telegram and sent some stuff like that to you, and obviously you weren't expecting it, but like, how many times do you think that's happened?
Probably once or twice. So.
I guess, would you say more people have sent stuff like that underage to you on Telegram or Teleguard?
I've had it hit up on Teleguard.
Okay.
But it only happened one time.
Okay.
And then Telegram, I think it's happened maybe once or twice, but I'm more into, on Instagram or something like that. And like I say, Snapchat, but talk to her out there on the mountain.
So on Teleguard, the times, there's been a couple times Teleguard people have sent that crazy shit to you. What percentage of that, what they sent, would you say was pictures versus videos?
Just pictures. I'd probably say more 50% maybe.
So it was like half videos, half pictures?
Oh, yeah. I mean, videos, I tell them, I said, they don't do anything to me.
Right.
I mean, I tell them if, you get on here and they'll say, there's on there. Let's see what website she's on. I think she's on Instagram. I believe. And she got on there such and such pizza.
Oh yeah.
And come to find out, she's a underage girl, and she's wanting to see videos of underage kids.
Right.
She's wanting to see this and that, and videos of this and that. And I'm like, well, I don't need none of that.
Well, how much was she charging for those?
I don't know. Didn't even get that far.
Right.
And then soon, like I said, we talked a little bit. So we got off there, report.
How many of those pizza profiles have you seen?
She gets on there quite a bit.
On Instagram?
I believe it's Instagram. Yeah. Because I'll delete her.
Right.
And report her.
Right.
And then next thing you know, she's back on there again, but with a different name and a different
following you.
Well, no, she don't follow me. She's just, you know, but I see her on there.
What apps have you seen that pizza emoji on? Like them advertising that?
I think it's on Instagram. I think.
Uh huh.
I don't know what I did with my glasses. I didn't have them, did I?
What other ones have you seen it on?
I think that's just the one on Instagram.
Okay.
I don't think I've seen her anywhere else.
So when they send like when they send these videos like on Telegram, whatever. I mean, I know it's not you asking for them, you know, all that, whatever, any of that. But what would you say the what's usually happening in the videos? Like, is it the girl by themselves? Is it like with the guy, or how does it usually go?
It's just like a girl by herself.
Okay. What are they usually doing in those videos?
Just, well, I'd say in a lot of those videos, that pizza girl,
Yeah.
they're doing more than
So they're with somebody then?
yes, and
Okay.
she tells, she says, well, let's say, she goes, well, I've got this video and I'm in it and I'm having with such and such and blah blah blah. I was good for you.
What did that guy look like? So I want to try to figure out who that guy could be.
I don't know who the guy is. I'm just saying.
No, I understand that, but like, I guess, what did he like? What race was he?
Well, it's that pizza girl.
No.
Yeah.
No, I know it's a pizza girl, but I'm saying, what race was the guy that was with her? Like in a video.
A lot of times it'd be like black.
Really?
Yeah, you know, a lot of these black guys, a lot of them white women like them black guys. Somebody's got a.
Yeah. So
And mine's more like.
oh God. So
Yeah, well, you know.
yeah, I get you. So it was like
Over time it shrivels.
yeah, well, man, I'm not looking forward to that. But so it's like these so this pizza girl's like 14, whatever she is, and these adult black men are her.
I mean, I've never went that far as that goes. When she comes and says, well, I've got this, and this, I'm like, okay, well, I got to go. I'll talk to your lawyer, and then I go in and delete.
Well, I guess you say it's like more than in the video. So like, what are like the black men doing to her?
I'm just assuming. I mean, I don't know. I haven't watched any of them. I haven't, you know, when she comes and says something about it, I talk to her a minute or two, and then, but no.
Well, I'm only okay. I got you.
But I mean, she just said, well, I've got them for having, you know, and this age and that age and whatever.
What ages has she advertised?
I think probably about 10 or 12.
10 or 12. Okay.
She didn't look like she had 10 or 12 herself.
Yeah.
But like you say, bait and switch. I've seen them on there when they look like they're 18, 19, 20-year-old, and you get off the side, and then they're, well, how old are you? Oh, I'm 15. I'm like, well, we'll talk to you later.
Right. So they're the only reason I'm bringing up the videos, it's like, you know, kind of like I said earlier, it's because I know it's not, you know, I'm not going to pretend you've watched a video of two birds and say you saw this, but you know, we've seen the videos of like happening, right? Like the towers and all that stuff, and it's not pleasant to watch, is it?
Yeah, I was at work the day that happened, so I mean, we seen it on TV. They brought it up,
right? But it wasn't. It's not like you watch that video for pleasure purposes, right?
Lord no.
It's just because you see it happening. So that's what I'm asking, you know, because there's obviously records of some of these videos that these idiots were sending you of being watched, and again, it's not your videos. You're not the one filming it. I don't give. But it's like, I'm more curious, like, what was happening in those videos.
Well, I mean, I've had them. I mean, I haven't watched any of them. I don't know, but I would go by what they said.
Well,
you know.
I'm only asking because I want to try to maybe get some of these adults, like, identified. And I'm not saying you would know who they are, but maybe just some pointers of what they could look like. That's all, man.
I mean, surely God, you can tell 50-something-year-old man having 15, 16-year-old woman.
What? And these are like on Telegram, Teleguard? Or?
No, I mean, that's just. I'm not going to say it's either or because, you know, the one I talked to in England, I met her on, you know, but as far as, and none of that ever comes up.
So what they've sent on, like, I'm saying, like, Telegram and Teleguard, like, how low do you think those pictures sent were? How low in age do you think those pictures were that those idiots sent? Like, I'm not saying you asked for it. I'm just saying, like, what was their?
I don't know. I mean, you know, the youngest that and it's got to look. It's long before these programs ever come up. It showed a girl that was 5 years old.
Oh, geez. Was it like a video, picture, or both? Or
Yeah, video.
oh, geez. What was happening in that video?
There was an old guy.
Uh-huh.
I don't know if it was her dad or who he was.
Right.
Sitting there with.
What site did somebody post that on?
Again, this is when it first started coming out with the internet and all that. It's before everything got regulated. And,
Yeah.
You know, and I'm like, I mean, that's when Yahoo first come out.
So how many years ago do you think this was?
When Yahoo first come out.
Oh, geez.
Either mid-90s or early 90s.
Just make sure my friend's good real quick. Give me one. Oh,
Do what?
let me make sure my friend's good real quick.
Oh, yeah. Can you get out?
Yeah. I need a phone. My phone died. Say again? No, it's all good. Dude, hey, just give me your phone. Give me Brandon's phone. I just need a phone to film on. So somebody sent. So what site did they send that video of that 5-year-old on? Yahoo.
Yahoo.
Right.
Like I'm saying, mid '80s, like right after I think when Yahoo and them ever come out.
Oh, so this is like decades ago.
Oh yeah, a long
geez.
time ago.
Okay.
I mean, I was still living in Dunlap at that time, and I didn't move out to California until 2001. So this is 94, 95, probably.
Where they just sent that just like that.
Well, it was, you know, you're going through there clicking on like dating. But they had it like certain things on there, and you go and click on it, and it throw up these videos, and I'm like, what the, you know? And again, it's like what? Because it's got this guy sitting here, you know, like okay, well,
right.
I'm expecting a 20-something-year-old woman come over.
Right.
When that little girl come in, I'm like, what the?
How long was that video?
Just long enough for her to.
Oh, Jesus, okay.
And I'm like, well, good God, she's 5-year-old.
Yeah, man. So on Telegram and Telegram, what type of videos have they sent with that type of stuff?
I haven't. Let's see here. Let's see here. Teleguard, I think it's that girl I talked to in United Kingdom.
Right, but I mean, like, what underage type of stuff have they sent on Telegram, Teleguard?
I'll show you, like, this is all, see, that's Telegram.
Right.
That's all I see.
Right.
You know, and I mean, again, you can say underage, but they have to be 18 and older.
No, I know, but I'm saying.
But no, that's the only ones I've got. As a matter of fact, I don't even think I got any. This girl here she's like 19. She lives in Arizona.
No, but I'm not saying that, like, you know, it's on there right now. I'm just saying, like, you know, you mentioned on.
And then where'd that other one go? Oh, there it is. And then this right here, Teleguard, and this girl right here is one I talked to in the United Kingdom. I mean, she's of legal age. Oh, this is just, what's that, fine print, maybe?
Yeah, welcome to the world. Yeah. So kind of
Basically, that's all it is.
There was one more person on there.
Oh, that's
Channels.
Just channels.
Okay.
But I mean, I don't even know that one. I just go in here and talk to her, and that's about it.
So have you had to like block people on Telegram and Telegram who have asked you to like exchange photos of that type of stuff and all that?
I may have, but it's been so long because like I say, I hardly ever get on here.
Okay.
I mean, I talked to her for a while, but she was out here, Queen something or another.
Right.
Where'd I meet her at? I forgot what side I met her at.
So what's in that young group?
Oh, they're over 18. They have to be, but it shows it don't show nothing.
Right. Well, what about the?
I mean, like, see, it don't show nothing.
What about the other one? The
what it does is though, it like that little thing you was talking about. Now, if you click on it, then it wants you to pay for. That's what it wants you to do.
Right. So what's the other? There was another group. The second one right under it.
Oh, this one?
Yeah.
It's the same thing as the other one.
Okay.
I mean, you know, they ain't none of them. I mean.
Right.
You just again, like I said, if you were born yesterday, you're younger than I am.
Right.
But they all have to be over 18.
Right. So
well, let's just say they're supposed to be over.
Yeah, I got you. So do you so you play Call of Duty? Do you play that like a?
Is that your phone?
What? This?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's your phone?
Well, because this phone died, and it was just in case I need to call anybody. But so what game system do you play? Do you like play on your computer, or do you play on like a?
I got an Xbox.
You got Xbox?
Yeah, I got an Xbox One.
Do you do a PC at all, or?
No.
Do you have a MacBook, or do you have like a regular?
I believe I've got 2 or 3 MacBooks.
Okay.
But there's like touchscreen where you just you don't have to. They're touchscreen. Now I've got one that used to belong to my late mama, and it's being worked on right now.
Do you have like a regular old computer you use, like a non-MacBook, or?
No, all mine's Mac.
Really? That's
yeah.
cool.
I mean, well, let's say I got one that's probably ancient. That it's thicker than I'll get out. So like have to do it in stone.
Right.
And I don't even know how to get into it anymore, but I've got it.
Like I don't like iPhones, but I like Macs. It's weird. I don't know what it is.
Well, I have a neighbor out in California's kid said, "Yeah, you like Mac." Said it's a whole lot better than this other, and I'm like, "Well, okay, well, I'll worry about that when it comes." Okay. Well, and then I moved out here, and then Mama's messing up,
right?
And hers was touchscreen too.
Mm-hmm.
So I went and bought this one. Now I went on and found the correct one that's supposed to be compatible with the Mac.
Right.
And that's what I was trying to do, is hook it up at the house tonight, because in order to get me a service dog, I got to get a thing from my doctor.
Right.
And my doctor sent me a letter through this with a Healthy Vet, where you can email your doctor or whoever you want to, as far as the hospital goes, pharmacy, whatever. And he sent me a letter, but it's through their website, and he said, you can just print it off when you get home. Like, well, okay, now I got to get
Yeah.
Try to figure out. Hell, I ain't even got an air fryer at home. I ain't even got it out of the box yet.
Well, maybe it's able to help you with the printer and the air fryer and like that? Or?
Well, no, I was trying to get my nephew to come over.
Okay.
Yeah, because, when I first got my very first Xbox 360,
yeah,
I was having back surgery, and then I had my neighbor's 15-year-old son come over and hook it up for me.
Right.
Because I didn't know how to hook it up.
Well, I mean, is good with any of that stuff? Like, is she good with?
No, I have no clue. I mean, she lives with her mama or granny or mama or whatever she calls her.
Well, how often does she even get a chance to see her big cousin?
I try to go over there. Well, on my other Harley I have is two-wheeler.
Uh-huh.
And her grandfather, like I say, me and him was in Desert Storm together.
Right.
I told my aunt, I said, not to be weird or anything, I said, but when I'm around her, it makes me feel like I'm close to him.
Yeah.
And I mean, I'd even before his daddy died, I told him, I said, I hope there's enough damn room up there at the graveyard for me to be put in there, because
Yeah.
I'm going to be buried upside down on top of him. And my uncle goes, why? So you give him hell for leaving you? I said, yeah, you know, but she likes riding a motorcycle, and her grandfather, he had a dry sense of humor.
Mm-hmm.
She likes to pick and prod on you and poke on you.
Yeah.
And I had a late uncle on my mama's side that he liked to joke and cut up, but he was your size and you didn't with him.
Right.
Because he'd pull out your ass.
Got it. So do you like is she always with her aunt or uncle, or does she actually?
No, she's with her mama. I mean, she calls her mama or whatever.
Okay.
And then she calls her brother, who's my first cousin. She calls him brother because, you know,
Right.
he's the one that normally goes with her for certain things like that. And of course, he can't do veterans.
Right.
And so.
Got it. So did she ever spend like quality time with you? Like, did you ever get to like take her out to eat?
No. She likes to ride with me on a motorcycle, and I always ask her mama.
Yeah, of
say,
course.
Hey, you know, I'm going to take her around the block, down the road, or whatever.
Yeah.
I told her mama, I said, well, maybe one of these days,
Mm-hmm.
I said, I'll come over.
Yeah.
And I'll take her out to eat just like a normal
That's
person.
sweet. Yeah.
And I said, we'll go to a movie.
Right.
And then I said, you know, because every time she gets a chance to go with one of her relatives or something like that, she's gone.
Of course.
And she's already telling me, where do you live at? Is it a long way off? I go, why? She said, well, I want to come over and visit with you.
Yeah.
You know, and she FaceTimes with me tonight.
Oh, man.
Because, like I say, all of a sudden I hear the phone ring. I'm like, what the hell? And I looked down, and it was her, FaceTime.
Oh.
She'd went into my aunt's phone
Mm-hmm.
and had found one of my old phone numbers.
Okay.
And she sent supposedly me a text.
Mm-hmm.
And it wasn't me. It was one of my old numbers.
One of your old numbers, right?
And she got to talking to this guy, and this guy told her, said, well, he said, he was a 40-something-year-old man.
Mm-hmm.
And
He said that, or he like what? Like what?
no, that's what he told her. And he said that, well, if I had you over here, I'd let you. And I'm like, oh, really?
And that was the guy that had one of your old numbers.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And the guy was out of Chattanooga. And again, my brother, military brother,
Yeah.
he's the chief of detectives over in Squatch County.
Mm-hmm.
And my other brother's an investigator in Chattanooga.
Yeah.
I was going to report it.
Yeah.
Again, it wasn't my place.
Right. Of
And
course.
again, but then again, I didn't want Child Protective Services
To be coming after her.
after my aunt.
Right.
You know,
Right.
but, you know, the good and well lady yanked her out from under there in a heartbeat.
So how long ago did Stella start messaging him?
I don't know. That's, I think, sometime last year, maybe.
Okay. And that was
And she goes, well, because her mom found out about it. And I said, what'd you do? She said, I blocked the number. She said, I deleted it.
Mm-hmm.
I said, you could have went in there and blocked it. I said, why didn't you report it? And she said, well, I didn't think about it. I said, then I told her, I said, later on, you know, while I said, you know, I was going to call my buddy, William, but she's, you know, small town, everybody knows her.
yeah, for sure.
And I said I was going to call and report it.
What? So what was this guy getting Stella to say to him? Like,
I don't know. She didn't tell me. She's one of those. She's got a 9-year-old. She's off into whatever else. But she said, I'm like, what are you doing texting him for? Well, I thought it was you. I said, well, if it was me, I wouldn't have said nothing like that to you.
Well, what did he say to her?
I guess that's what he said. Something about.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn, man, that's
And
wild.
I'm like, you don't be going if. I said, you need to ask your mama first.
Right.
You know, you need to say, besides, you don't need to be taking her phone anyway.
Right.
Because I've tried to call her, and you can't get through because she's on the phone.
Dude, kids have been so crazy the past couple decades. Like, I think you even mentioned to that, like, these neighbors wanted their kid to date you or some crazy shit like that. Like, what the hell happened with that?
I don't know. I don't. Mm-mm. But again, like I said, I didn't want to come. I knew better.
No, I'm not saying like you want to do Brenda, but I'm saying like you mentioned like some years ago, this neighbor girl was trying to date you or something like that.
I'm trying to think of which.
Like you said when she was like this 13-year-old neighbor, when you were like in your 40s, she was like trying to like get at you, date you, and fucking.
Oh yeah. That was. She was a friend of my sister's.
Really?
Went to school with my sister.
Wait, so how were you 40? She was 13 then.
She was. Well, me and my sister has the same dad, different mom.
Oh.
My sister's 45.
Oh.
But she was going to school with her in I forgot. Middle school?
Right, yeah, 13 would be middle school,
I
yeah.
guess, yeah. But yeah, well, what it was is I live in these apartments and everything.
Yeah.
Well, that girl come over with her girlfriend.
Yeah.
And seeing the people next door, because that girl over here, her sister also was friends with them. They went to school, went to school together, and she tried to get me to have with her, and I'm like, well, no. And so next thing you know, I get called to the cop station. Well, and I said, but I wasn't there when whatever supposedly the time it's supposed to have happened. I wasn't there.
Right.
I wasn't even in the county.
So they accused you of having the 13-year-old girl?
Yes.
Oh my God.
And matter of fact, I went down to jailhouse, talked to the cops and everything, and they said, well, we don't think nothing's gonna come of it. But I said, well, I'm getting ready to move to California.
Oh, so this was like about how long ago? Like 20 years ago, 30 years ago, or? Well, I guess if she's a 45, it'd be like 30-something years ago.
Yeah. Right after we got back from Iraq.
Right.
Or a Desert Storm, I guess it was.
So this is one of the situations where like the underage kid like comes onto you and starts like, then they turn around and blame it on you, or
no, I didn't touch him. Didn't nothing. I just stood at the doorway and talked to him because I knew her through my sister.
Right.
And the lady that lived next door, I knew her through her sister.
Right.
Her sister.
Right. Okay.
And I mean, but we just stood there and talked. That was it.
Right.
And I had the door wide open to the house.
Right.
And of course, back then that was just like a one-room house. So, and I had the door wide open. We were sitting there talking. And next thing I know, I get a knock on the door. We need you to come down. I said, for what?
Yeah.
And see, I was in another county.
Right.
Supposedly when that happened, because I was visiting my grandmother in the hospital. Because they try and say it happened at this time, at this date, and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
I wasn't there.
Right.
And I told my attorneys I wasn't there. And they verified I wasn't there. So basically, that was my ace in the hole.
Right, I got
Because they trying to blame me for something that I didn't do.
Right.
And so matter of fact, when we went to court, they threw it out.
That's good.
I mean, but still, you still go through that shit.
Yeah, so they end up like they charge you with that shit and everything.
Well, I live in California, come out there and got me.
Oh my God.
And here you are in front of your parents getting arrested.
Right.
You know, and I'm like, for what? I mean, even after the sheriff told me, don't worry about it, nothing's going to come of it.
Right.
And they indicted me.
That's crazy, dude. So they just gave you like some type of like weak ass little probation.
They said we're going to give you 15 weekends in jail on the weekends. And I went in there one day, and of course, I kind of had it made in there. Not really, but you know, my sorry,
You're good.
my mom and dad went to school with the sheriff.
Oh, I see. So did they like put you on the registry for that, or
No.
So what was like your official charge they got you with for that?
They just said that, you know, they come back. They had to write a statement out.
Yeah.
And that's where they found out that she lied.
Okay.
Because she got caught red-handed with somebody else.
Right, of course.
And my name got thrown out there.
Right. So how's affection-wise? Like, is she like an affectionate girl? I mean, does Stella like ever like?
Nope.
Well, does she ever like cuddle up with you or anything
Nope.
like that? Or
Nope. If she comes and sits by me or something like that, I'm in the house.
Yeah.
In front of my aunt.
Yeah.
And no, nothing like that. I always poke on her and pick on her.
Of course.
I give her back what she gives to me, you know.
Right. So what was that thing about her? So she texted your old number. Like, how did she pick out your old number?
I do not know. She just said, I thought that was your number. I said, no, it ain't been my number for years. And she said, well, she went into her mama's phone or my aunt's phone.
Yeah.
And, come across that, you know, she looked my name, and my aunt hadn't deleted my number out and hadn't put a new one in. So I don't know. She said, well, I thought that was you. I said, no, that wasn't me.
Oh my God.
I said, I wouldn't have told you nothing like that. Cause she told me what was said. I said, did your mama know? Well, she knows now. I go, well, what'd she do? Well, she went in and deleted the number. That's when I told her, Mom, I said, you need to block it.
So she kind of just told you this kind of like one-on-one.
Well, she kind of brought it up around her mama.
Right, but you said, does your mama know?
Yeah. I'm like, of course, my aunt. That's before I found out my aunt. I forgot. She's got a little pool.
Yeah.
And she's, you know, tell me.
So did she tell you or her mom first?
She told me. Well, she told. I think her mama found out the first time. Found out.
Oh, there was two times.
I don't mean the first time.
Right.
She found out. She knew about it when it happened.
Right.
Right after it happened.
Sure.
And she just happened to tell me about it because I thought, you know, well, I thought that was your number. And I go, no, it ain't my number.
Where was she when she told you about it? Like, where were y'all?
I was at my aunt's house.
Okay.
You know, I mean, but I told her, I said, no, that wasn't me.
And that was on. How long ago was this? Where she texted? That guy texted her?
I don't know. A couple of years ago, I guess.
So when she was like what, 7, 8?
Probably.
Okay.
You know how kids are these days on that damn phone. She can get on the phone and talk to everybody. FaceTime. I didn't know anything about FaceTime.
So that was a number you haven't had for 10 years?
Yeah.
Like actually 10 years? Or are you exaggerating? Or?
Well, no, about around 10 years because I haven't had it.
Okay.
I mean, that was the number I had when I first moved out here. Matter of fact, it was my... No, it wasn't that.
When you first moved out here from...
California.
So you moved out here in 2019, right?
Yeah.
So that's the number you had in 2019?
Yeah.
Okay. So it wasn't 10 years, it was...
Well, I don't know, 5... It could have been 5, I don't know.
Well, when did you get this phone number that you have now?
Oh, I've had it since I lost my phone up in Indiana.
When were you in Indiana?
Well, see, I haven't worked with them for a year or 2, year and a half. So it was a couple of years ago.
Okay.
I mean, I had pilot cart, oversized loads.
Okay.
So I was up in Indiana, and I escorted a swimming pool up there.
So it was
And then when I got out of the van, and you know, you set things down, go down the road, and I'm like, oh.
Do you know what year it was that you were in Indiana? Or?
I was in there all the time.
Okay.
I used to have to deliver escort swimming pools.
So you lost your phone and you got a new phone number?
Yeah.
Okay. So like I say, so texted your old. So what did this person?
She just brought it up and said that She said in front of her mama because she's saying a cuss word.
Yeah.
And her mom got on to her.
Okay.
And I'm like, well, what's going on? And basically, she told me in front of her mama.
Did say that person sent any pics to her? Or?
I don't know. Don't know. All I know is he said something about her wanting him to, or something like that.
Yeah.
And I go, and you didn't call the cops on them?
So, well, how would that guy have known that was a kid?
I don't know. He probably, I don't even know if she's FaceTime. I don't know. All I know is that's what I heard.
Okay.
And I got on to her about it. And then I told my aunt. My aunt said, yeah. I said, I've already went in and deleted the number. I said, you need to do more than that. You need to block it.
Well, how often does her aunt's phone? Or
on my aunt's phone?
Yeah.
I think she lives on it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, kids.
Yeah.
She's on it all the time.
Okay.
Because I've tried to call my aunt a lot of times and can't get through because she's on the phone.
Okay. Well,
and she's got her own computer now, so I don't know.
Right. So would it be crazy to say it was? I mean, obviously you're very close to her, and that's very admirable, and that's a good damn thing. Would it be crazy to say that maybe kind of jokes about stuff with you, or you joke about that with her?
Nope.
Just a joke, like a little poke here and there, or a joke, or anything like that?
I don't say nothing like that because my aunt and them's church religious, and I don't bring nothing up like that around. And I sure in the hell don't bring nothing up like that around her.
Okay. Well, did she ever bring it up to you?
The only time I ever heard about it was when she said that guy sent her. I didn't send her, but said something about him or something like that.
Okay.
And that was it. And the only time it was it. And I told her, like I said, I was gonna call my brother and chief investigator. And I was gonna report the guy.
Right.
But then it would have come back to her.
Right.
I mean, as far as, Child Protective Services, well, what are you doing letting her have that phone and blah, 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 blah.
Right. But, kids have phones all the time, like.
But no, I've never said nothing like that to her.
Okay.
Never.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, Cliff, are you sure that wasn't you on the other end texting that stuff? Like, with maybe just joking around or screwing around?
No. I ain't had that phone number forever.
Okay.
And that wasn't me. Never.
Okay. So, why would that phone number be saved in your aunt's phone?
Don't ask me. I mean, I had the number for a long time, and well, a lot of times I wouldn't even talk to my aunt. I spent a lot of time in the military, and I would, here's my number, and, I'll call you every now and then. And I only had their home phone number, and that's where I call my cousin.
Okay.
And then.
But how would she have that number in her phone, though, of yours?
She probably. Well, my aunt's like 80.
Okay. So that was in her cell phone?
Yeah, it was cell phone.
Okay.
Yeah, and I mean, she gets in there. She knows more about the phone than I do.
Right. So how would she have your old number, but not your new one?
Because I didn't give them to them.
But you were still in town, and at that point you haven't had that phone number in a while, but you've never given them your new phone number on a cell phone?
Because I'd always go drive by there. And it's got where she don't answer the phone because telemarketers.
Right, but if you hadn't had that phone number in a while,
I don't know.
Okay,
Right. I'm saying it wasn't me. I'll you can see me between the eyes.
Well, I'm not obviously nobody's gonna shoot anybody here, but like.
It wasn't me. That's all. I don't know how. I mean, it's like I've got numbers in here that in my phone that I ain't talked to people in years.
No, I get that, but Cliff, there's obviously, and again, this isn't, I'm not calling you a bad person because you're not. I mean, it's just something you obviously get along with younger people better, and there's obviously some type of like. Either I wouldn't like to call it an issue, but there's some type of just thing here going on, and I think nobody here is going to deny that. With kind of Stella and you, and I'll just tell you this: so was and I'll just tell you, you're being honest with me, it was a fake account because over the years, this over the years, obviously, we've been kind of looking at these younger photos and videos, some way, somehow, for about 30 years now, right? And it's been on the computer, phone, this and that. I mean, even now on your computers, it's probably sitting there. And
No, I don't use my computer.
okay.
So if
Well,
he's talking to him, then he'll have more idea.
basically, it's been a lot of wrong place, wrong time. You know what I mean? And that's what it was for. And hook, line, and sinker. We're talking to her. You're saying today that, I hope you're shaved for tonight. I mean, this was said to, was it not?
Yeah.
Yes.
He's
Okay. So let's just start with this, okay? I mean, look, dude, I look at you as a friend at this point. I respected the hell out of you as a veteran and all that stuff.
All I know is if this
I'll just say this. I mean, you said that if anybody catches me, I'm going to go to jail for. And that isn't the sound of somebody who doesn't want to have. The sound of somebody who wants to.
Well,
So hold on. What? So I'm just asking, what compelled you to kind of just do this tonight? Like, is it just you haven't had sex in a while?
No, she's the one. She's the one that got a hold of me today.
So
Right.
Said, I want you to come over. I want to see you.
Okay, but
I'm like,
you asked her. Is that so? Let me just say this. I know for a fact that obviously in your mind you were hoping she would come to the car, you would take her to your house because that was all said in the messages. What I'm more concerned about is, look, I'm not worried about some guy getting some. I mean, I wish I was the one doing that, but I'm more concerned about, was anything on going to be forced tonight? We're going to leave it up. We're going to leave it up to her to do the stuff.
I told her. I said, that's up to you.
Okay.
That's not on me.
Okay.
If you seen it, I said no. I said that's up to you.
Okay.
I mean, if nothing like that happens, that's fine with me.
Okay. So any stuff that wasn't going to happen, that would have been her decision.
Right. I
Okay.
told her it was up to her.
Okay.
I said that's up to you. If you that's your decision. That's not mine. I'm not making you do anything.
So you would only partake in tonight if she's the one that's comfortable with it. You're not going to force the issue. Is that kind of correct?
No, I told her. I said no. It's up to you.
Okay.
I said, but she said, well, come over, and I said, yeah, but I really don't want to.
Okay. So what I'm asking is, the only situation you have tonight is if she's the one that's wanting it, she's the one initiating it. Is that correct?
I still would have been.
Realistically, like,
Well, yeah. I mean, I'm still was. I'm like, I really hate to go, but, she's like, come on. I'm like,
would maybe you do it because she's the one that wants to do it, and you just want to kind of like
well,
let her.
basically, she said she wanted to do it.
Okay, so was your plan to just kind of oblige by that and just say whatever she wants to do, I'll just go with the flow with?
Well, basically, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I got to get home to my little baby.
Okay.
He probably got the house tore apart again.
So did you bring a for tonight or
No.
Why not?
I just don't have them.
Okay, so.
But like he said again, I told her that was up to her, not me.
So the farthest you'd possibly go tonight is just full on, no nothing, just consensual. Is that what I'm hearing?
If but again, yeah, if that was up to her, but I
Okay.
said that was not my decision.
Okay, I respect that.
I mean, I'm telling you like it is, man to man. I said that's you, that's on you.
Right.
I said, I'm fine with just being friends.
Right. No, I
said,
get
we
that.
can talk and be friends all you want,
Right.
but I said, that's up to you.
Mm-hmm. So I'm just gonna kind of tell you about. Of course, that's what happened.
I don't know that much. Like I said, I just started talking to her here on.
Yeah, not too long ago, right?
Yeah.
Of course. So
Getting too hot now.
So I'm just going to tell you the account was kind of thrown your way because obviously the 30 years, give or take, of just people sending you CP. You know what CP stands for? Child.
Oh.
Yeah, sending like that to you, and obviously there's been some.
Yeah, I've heard about people like that
What?
being set up for stings.
Well, it's not really a setup. It's more of like a kind of, this has been happening, and we just want to see like if this is, something that's an issue or something that's
See, I told her. I said. She said, "Well, I want you to over here tonight." I said, "No." I said that. She said, "Well, Mama's leaving right now." I said, "Well, so you need to come in the house." I said, "I ain't going in your house."
Right.
I said, I ain't going. I said, strange man going to your house at 10 o'clock at night? Oh, hell no.
Right. Well, you also told her that you're going to be waiting on the driveway and that you want her to come to the car.
Yeah,
So,
but,
I mean,
you know,
it just happens. I'm not tripping
you know,
about it.
I mean, but I told her, she said, you ain't going to hurt me? I said, no, I ain't going to do nothing. It's up to you.
That's awesome. Oh, that's something I respect. So, you know, this whole situation kind of happened because there's been some question marks raised with kind of about right.
Oh, no, heck no. What do you mean stuff up?
Well,
that what I told you?
Sure. So let me ask you this. I mean, you know, obviously close with you. She likes you, and you like her, and you know, you're obviously better with younger people than a lot of other people are. And you know, if I thought this was a situation where you were where there was any actual going on, I wouldn't be here talking to you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I know.
But obviously,
I'd be downtown.
Maybe. But what people can misconstrue is they can misconstrue love and playfulness with. You know what I'm saying?
No. I mean, only when I go over there, her mom's always there. I'm never there by ourselves. You know, I'll sit and talk to her.
Right.
How's school?
Right.
You know, she called me tonight. She said, do you like guys? Or you like girls?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I like girls.
Right.
I said, what do you like? You like guys or girls? She goes, I like guys.
Yeah. Well.
I said, well, you told me not to last year. You like girls?
No.
Oh, no. And I'm like, well, okay. Well, you got a girlfriend? I said, well, 2 or 3 of them.
Yeah.
She goes, 2 or 3? Do they know about each other? I said, Lord, no.
That's what Stella told you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, but, you know, she's 9.
Right. No, she's getting
and
up there.
She don't really have nobody else to play with. She's all around adults all the time.
Right, and you were kind of like that kid to her. You're like,
yeah, but I mean, you know, like I said, I pick on her just like she picks on me.
As you should. I mean, that's just being a good uncle and a good cousin.
You know, like I said, I like being, and I told my aunt and uncle the same thing. I said, I'll come over here. I said, I'll come over here regardless.
Right.
I mean, you're mom and dad to me anyway.
Right.
But I said, and as for close means being around her, not anything else.
Sure, of course.
I mean, because I wasn't here when my cousin died, and like I said, I found my mom dead on Mother's Day.
Right.
But when they told me that he died, that hurt me worse than anything in the world.
Right. So, and of course, and you know, you obviously have a big heart, and you know, this is why I want to get this cleared up, because you know, you don't want any rumor spreading, you don't want any potential rumor spreading, you don't want like people getting the wrong idea about stuff that's happened or anything like that. Like, you know, I in my mind, I full on well want you to take her to that Veterans Day dance. I full on well want you to still be a part of her life and all that stuff.
I do. I mean,
yeah. So, have there been times where maybe that you've had to remove her off you because she was maybe getting a little bit too inappropriate?
I don't even. I mean, she pokes on me. That's about it.
I know, but has she poked an area where you have to tell her, Stella, no, don't poke here?
Nope.
Okay.
Nope. She, her mom was on to her about that crap ever since she, you know, found out about that. And I told her to report it, but again, that wasn't my place to report it. And you know, so that was her.
Yeah. So Cliff, I just want to let you know that's been talked to. Okay, before tonight. All right. Correct.
About what?
About kind of some stuff that's might have happened between the two of y'all, okay?
There ain't nothing happened between us.
Okay. Well, it's not, you know, don't shoot the messenger here, okay?
I'm just telling you, that ain't nothing ever happened. And I don't know.
Okay.
She's 9 years old. She lives in Dunlap with her mama.
Right.
I live over here. I go over and see my aunt. Mainly that's what I go for, see my aunt.
Okay. Well, do you find it attractive at all?
No. I like poking on her. You know, nothing. I mean, you know, giving her a hard time, telling her to leave me alone, and I'm going to whatever, you know.
Well, has anything to like you at all?
Nope. Nope. I have to take to get.
Okay.
I mean, and that don't cut. She don't cut it.
Okay.
No.
Because obviously throughout the years there's been underage people that have talked to you. You're here to meet up with a 13-year-old girl. There's been a lot of child watched. Okay, and this obviously doesn't make you a bad person. It just means that sometimes kind of gets a little bit carried away, and that's okay.
No,
Okay, because
just like I told her, or if that isn't her, may not be a her.
yeah.
I said that's up to you.
Right. No, and I get that. So, part of feeling close to somebody, obviously being their first boyfriend, and I'm not saying you're ever going to date crazy stuff like
Lord,
that.
no.
Right. But, being that male figure that kind of guides her through these new experiences that a guy might leave her for or treat her wrong.
She got her family close enough that,
Okay.
will hopefully guide her in the right direction. Now, like I said, my aunt said that she's going to have to put her on birth control when she gets old enough.
Right.
Because she's going to end up being like her mama.
Okay. Well,
so,
obviously what I don't like to hear is the same story twice. So, I mean, if anything's gone down, and look, people exaggerate. I mean, they've exaggerated stuff about you before and landed you in jail, right? And obviously we don't want that to happen again. Like, if it's a simple misunderstanding as, she only sat on your lap or grabbed something and then you had to push her off, that's a lot different than...
No, there ain't none of that's happened. No.
Okay.
I'm always around my aunt. And and her aunt has to, quit poking on him.
Right.
And it's never below the waist.
Okay.
I mean, it's just like up here around the neck,
right,
or stuff like that. Just being poking on me.
Oh, I could use some fried pickles. I'm starving right now.
Well, I am too. I'm starving, but I can't do fried pickles.
Yeah, definitely. But
getting past my bedtime.
Mm-hmm. So,
are you gonna let me go eventually?
Oh, I told you it's voluntary to talk to me. I never.
Okay.
Never
well, I mean, I'm just, I like I said, I got a little puppy at home.
Right, absolutely. But But basically, Gary, she is going to be talked to after this, and
good.
If there's anything that she says that we didn't hear today, obviously, Obviously, I don't like hearing the same thing twice. If it can get addressed today, we don't want to potentially re-traumatize her. If there's been any trauma there, if there's been any inappropriate stuff, we don't want her saying it, right? So, look, you're not a bad person if she's done anything to you, because, dude, there's so many situations where it gets so misconstrued, where it's the kid coming on to the adult because they are too comfortable or they don't know any boundaries. So, Gary, I'm going to ask again, has just to the wrong place? Okay.
No.
Has she ever moved your hand to an area?
Nope.
Okay.
Nope. I don't know what you heard about, because I just started talking to her here in the last year or so.
Okay.
I mean, and like I said, I don't go over all the time. I go see my aunt and I go see my cousin.
In the last year or so, 2024 or?
Well, 2023. Well, see, we had a family reunion in 2022.
Is that when you met her? Or?
No. I met her. Well, I met her when I don't even know, to tell you the truth. Probably when I moved back here in 2019.
2019.
Yeah, because my like I said, my aunt's my mama.
Right. So when you start talking to each other, as friends or whatever?
She's over at my aunt's house. I mean, she's my,
Right.
And the only time I talk to her is when I'm there, or like today, she FaceTimed me and asked me. I said, and she's sitting there putting makeup on at 9 years old. I'm like, what the hell you doing? Does your mama know you got makeup on? Well, yeah, she bought all this for me.
What phone did she FaceTime you from?
Her mama's.
Okay. Did I see. So her mom. So her mom does have your new phone number now.
Yeah.
Okay.
I give it to her in the event something, because her grandson, he was up here in. I think he was back up here in Thanksgiving, but I went through her so I can get his phone number, because he lives in Tampa.
Yeah.
And that was his dad that me and him was in Iraq together.
Okay.
So I'm going down there next month. I'm riding a motorcycle down, even if it's just cold.
Yeah.
I got gear I can ride -5 below zero, And so I'm going to go down. I'm going to do NASCAR, and I'm going to go down to Tampa and visit with him and try to come home.
Okay.
If nothing ain't frozen off, going down.
Right.
You know, cold.
So when did you give her mom or her aunt your phone number now?
Right after I first got it.
Right when you first got her phone number?
No, I got my phone number.
Right.
The new one.
Right.
Because I lost my old phone.
Right. So when did you give her the new phone number?
I don't know. Let's see, when did I lose this one? Year before last. Probably year before last.
So 2023?
Probably.
So when you got the new phone number, when did you alert her that you got a new phone number?
I went over. So, hey, I got a new phone number. Just in case you need to call me. Because she calls me. My aunt calls me every now and then, checks on me, see how I'm doing.
Okay.
You know, because, like I said, a lot of times, 9 times out of 10, when I go over there, she's gone with her.
But I thought hit you up on your old phone number because
Well, yeah,
her
but
aunt didn't have your new phone number.
Yeah. She went into my aunt's phone number. and I don't know, it got Gary's name on it. And it had my phone number. And she thought that's who it was. But it wasn't. I told her, no, I ain't had that phone number for a while. Because, like I said, I don't do it anymore. And I left my phone open, and I lost my phone. And so that means anybody and your brother can get into it.
So now does her aunt have your phone number now?
Yeah.
Okay. So when did you give her your phone number to her aunt?
I don't know. It's when I first got it, I guess.
Okay. So
I mean, you know,
so why would the old phone number be saved as Gary if you first gave her your phone number now?
Know. I do not
Okay.
know. I'm just saying, you know, I don't know what. That's over there. I'm over here.
Right.
And I don't know. I don't know. Her mom says, well, I don't know how you go in and change all this stuff. I said, well, get your son to show you how to do it. You know, have him go in there and show you how to delete numbers and show you how to use it.
Mm-hmm.
You know. Well, I don't know. I just, you know, add phone numbers, whatever. She says, I ain't even deleted none of your old phone numbers. I said, well, you better need to start deleting them all.
Okay. So have there been? So I know that false accusation of that 13-year-old back in the day. Have there been any other like false accusations that people try to levy on you or anything like that? Or
only time I had the cops called on me when I lived in California, is because I threatened to kill my neighbor.
Okay, well.
You know, well, we lived down on a dead-end street. Mom was health. You know,
Right.
And they'd block the roads and all that crap. And I told them they need to move it, and they go, well, we don't have to move it. We was told we can park like this. And I said, well, I don't know who told you park that way, but you better move. And they go, why? What you going to do about it? I said, well, I'm just going to tell you right now. I said, when I was in Iraq, I played with it.
Well, I want you to say hi to the people that are with me. I want you to meet them if you don't mind. Do you want to? I think you should just introduce yourself to them and they can introduce.
Why are you the group of guys that going to pick me up?
No, we're not. Obviously, if that was going to happen, we would have done that already. We're not here to do that, obviously.
Well, I need to hurry and get home.
Yeah, I just want you to say hi to them. You know, just.
Oh, so you can get my picture and put it out here on the dark web?
No, I didn't. No, we have a picture. There from the Instagram chat. We don't need that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, if you don't want.
I'll say hi right quick. I'm gonna leave this around here again. I don't want to stay too long.
Yeah, no problem. I just want
I've
you
got
to.
my puppy at home.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah, if you don't mind. Just,
And because I left him home today when I went to VA or yesterday.
Right.
And I come back and he was all in the floor and cause he was whining and crying. And,
Oh man.
I mean, he's a baby.
Yeah. No, man, we're not doing that.
But again, like I said, I don't want to have to sit and explain it to them.
Yeah.
To me, that's enough.
Yeah, I agree.
And don't worry, only time you see this car going down the road is when I'm going to the doctor.
Okay.
I mean, because I just left the road. Trying to get the kinks out of you.
Yeah, man, a little bit stiff.
Where do you live at?
Well, I live in Murfreesboro.
Yeah, I was up there.
Yeah.
I go up there today. Oh, you're right here, huh?
Yeah, well, yeah. How's it going?
Oh wait.
The cops coming back here again.
Again?
Yeah.
What happened? Whoa.
All right, I guess we'll just tell them the same. I mean, nobody's. Did you see anybody
Have
walking?
you
did
seen anybody walking around through here?
No.
That's what they've been looking for.
No.
Anybody walking around through here.
Nobody. Not even residents coming out.
Still
Well,
alive?
he said something about somebody'd been out here walking in between cars, and I said, well, we've been sitting here a while talking.
Let's go talk to them.
Yeah, I was just to let them know.
You still hunting for them people?
Hang on one second.
Sir, what was that called? Yeah, so we're just having a conversation here with Gary. Basically, you're not going to meet a 13-year-old again, are you?
Nope.
It's your last time doing it?
Yep.
Okay, and you're not going to
Nope.
ever say again?
Nope.
Okay, last time doing this?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and you're not going to have anybody send you child again, are
Nope.
you? That's a thing of the past?
Yes.
Okay.
That happened, like I said, a long time ago.
Okay.
Gary, you got your driver's license on you?
Yes, sir. Why, you want it?
Yes.
Why?
Hey, man. Hold on for a second.
Yep.
Oh, what's going on?
So we have a group. We catch online child across the country, and we're from Houston, Texas, but we have convictions in 40 states and arrests in 46, including here in Tennessee. And basically, we're posing as a 13-year-old girl online, and Gary was messaging us and arranged to meet up. He was under the impression that that we lived here in Winchester at these apartments, just coincidentally 2 minutes from his house. And he showed up to meet this 13-year-old girl, and we talked to him on camera for like, 3 hours at this point?
So is that what y'all were doing in his car?
That's correct. And he willingly invited me in the car. I told him it was voluntary to talk to me and that he doesn't have to. And he admitted to me that he's been viewing.
You'll have to radio that they walked on you. Yeah.
And he told me that he's been viewing child for like the past 30 years. Like he said that he's first viewed it in like 1995. Described a video like a 5-year-old girl that he's watched. And said he's received photos of like 8 and 10-year-olds just pretty often, I would say, and clicked on links of child as well. And yeah, he has 3 laptops at. He denied having anything on there, but he has 3 laptops at home and then the phone with him right now. Okay. And we have this all on camera. Did the audio pick up the whole time, Jesus? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, dude, I never. How long were we talking to this guy for? Like 3.5 hours? Fuck. He just rambles.
27's gonna be.
So we're not going to be able to get clips.
Yeah.
So y'all drove all the way up here from...
Well, I mean, we do trips across the country. So yesterday we were in like West Virginia and we kind of like work our way around. So, but yeah, we did drive here from Texas.
I didn't.
Cold?
My wallet's in the car. May I go get it so I can give you my ID?
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
Let me see the keys. Take my phone on the charger too.
So what car is his? The blue car?
Yeah.
I'm gonna need you to charge
Yeah.
Alex, the sergeant was wanting me to go meet them to give them information. I told them they'd have to talk to you. So
Yes, sir. Where's the goddamn charger for this? Yeah, so basically, we were posting as 13-year-old girl online, and Clifton, his first name is Gary, but he went by Clifton online. He was messaging us in a very way under the impression we were 13 and arranged to meet up. And he mentioned having these apps called Session and Teleguard, which every time we've approached somebody when they've had those apps, they've always either have viewed or possessed child. And so he came to show up to meet the 13-year-old girl. I talked to him for like 3.5 hours. He rambles on about so much. But over the course of our conversation, he admitted that he was indeed going to have sex with a 13-year-old girl if she was quote-unquote okay with it, and that he's been viewing child since like the 90s, where he described a video of like a 5-year-old girl, presumably her dad's, and he's described other videos that he's kind of viewed and said he said he's received pictures. He said it was like young as 8 and 10 years old of like girls and all that stuff, and he said he's used like, I didn't even know how to chat. I mean, I don't go on these sites, but he said he would receive pictures and links on. They would take him to other apps and where they would have that. So he's received stuff on Instagram, and he's opened up these things called mega links, which you know what Dropbox is. If you're familiar with it?
Sorta. It's kind of out of my.
Yeah, well, it's like so Megalinks is kind of like Dropbox, like a file storage app. So you know Google Drive.
Yeah.
Okay, so I guess it's kind of like Google Drive in a way, but it's like what a lot of child use, and so he's definitely opened up a lot of child. I don't know how slick he is with storing it, but he did say he has like 3 laptops at home, and his phone. He said he's received it to there as well, but if he saved any, I'm not too sure. But like I think he's been viewing it for what he said was like 30 years. So I mean,
well, here's what we're gonna do. Can I get you to email me all your information
100%
that we have for this?
Yeah.
So obviously this is going to be beyond patrol.
Right.
We have a ICAC investigator. So what we're probably going to do is get all the information faxed over to him. And if he's got all this child, obviously we can go further with this later on.
Yeah.
But we'll address what we can tonight. And like I said, if you can email me, I'll give you a card with my email on it.
Yeah, here's my ID.
Okay. And like I said, we'll get what we can tonight, and then we'll give that to him. That way they can look into it, okay? So.
Well, I don't want him to go home and like destroy his.
Well, I'm gonna call the investigator.
Okay.
And see what he wants to do moving forward. So, but like I said, if all that's in the server or whatever it is, you know, it's already out there. So if he's been viewing it, they're gonna know about it. So whether he destroys the laptop or not, they're gonna know that.
I don't know, man. Some of these new apps they use nowadays are pretty easy to just get rid of.
Well, like I said, I'll leave it up to the investigator. We'll go from there. So give me just a second. I know it's cold. If you'd like to shut your door, give me a few minutes. And let me write this down and give him a call.
Got it.
So give me just a
Will
second.
do.
Thank you, buddy.
Thank you. What's up, guys? Be sure to join Locals in the pinned comment. Over 100 videos early and uncensored. I admit I'm kind of cold. The adrenaline's gone because the interview's over. But yeah, 3.5 hour catch. I wish he revealed more info. I mean, obviously he revealed a lot, but just in spurts, in between just mind-numbing rambling. But nobody's out here like we are, trying as hard as we are, being as tenacious as we are, traveling the most, catching the sickest. It's like 2 in the morning now, and we approached him, what, at like 10:30?
Yeah. Well, not at 10:30. Like, that's when we were just scoping him out. And
Right.
But still, like 3:27.
Yeah. So, I hope they look into this with. I think something's probably happened,
Definitely.
but I mean, he's obviously he's very good at denying. I mean, he's been denying stuff for years, and I knew when he was like, well, she said she was 18 off the get-go. I'm like, oh God, he's one of these.
Yeah.
He's one of these.
And then he started trading the line between 16, 17, and 18. It's like,
oh yeah, he's one of those. So, yeah, well, I think, God, if this was not Tennessee and if this was a state where they actually had good laws for this, he'd be in cuffs right now. But unfortunately, are these chapters? Yeah. But unfortunately, that's not the case. But yeah, Locals over 100 videos early and uncensored. I just want to see if this. Okay, thank God. Okay, the video did save. Glad. Oh, dude, I actually had a good angle of him. All right, well, I guess we're going to see a decent angle on the video, folks. And he did admit on camera he knew she was 13, and so you have a flashlight at all? Okay. So he messages first, January 7th, and we immediately say, if you don't mind me being 13, LOL. And he says, don't mind me being 13. He says, nope, as long as you're okay with me being older. So he knows we're 13. And let's see. You can't tell anyone, because if anyone ever found out, then they will say I you.
Before this.
Try to pull it up. But I can't stand with that. Is that okay to go? I will. There's other messages in here too, but like that's him just straight up saying what he will do tonight.
Yeah. How long have y'all been talking to him?
January 7th. Yeah, if you want to come over, it would be nice if you would, but you don't have to come over. Do you want me to you? And there's other ones in here, but these are for y'all to keep. And we have the whole thing digitally to send y'all as well that has more messages. But I mean, there's been other Tennessee counties that have charged these people with attempted for coming to do something like this with a private civilian group. So I absolutely believe he could get charged with that.
Well, I'm going to take this over here to my sergeant.
Absolutely.
Show him these. Appreciate it.
You know, obviously he told me he's been viewing child. He didn't say that verbatim, but like he said, the first time I saw it was like in the 90s, and then they've sent me this, so like, you know, on this app that I have right now. Yeah. He's been viewing it for 30 years, child. And I mean, I believe, you know, I know the state law in Tennessee for solicitation says it has to be law enforcement on the other end or a real kid, but I believe he can be charged with attempted for this because other counties will charge for attempted.
Yeah. I think he's on the phone with the investigator right now, but that comes down to our lieutenant, which is the head investigator that deals with all the child stuff.
Right.
So if he's talking to him, then he'll have more idea. Because like I said, he doesn't just work. He works from our department, but he works for like 6 different counties.
Right. Well, because
hopefully he don't work for the Liberal County.
Well, he works for this county.
Wait, is this
he said 6. No, he said 6 different counties.
Yeah, but I think he's based out of TBI.
Okay.
His name's Ronnie Durham. I don't know if you ever heard of his name.
No, from Houston. All I know is if this goes home tonight, whatever, he has 3 laptops at home, and I know those will be destroyed by the time any search warrant will come if one comes. So, like, if this guy isn't held, I mean, it's all in futility.
Yeah, I don't know how you kept.
We'll see. Definitely some weird handshakes going on with that family, but yeah. And I suspect he's less than so we'll see what happens.
If you want to get ad-free access of our rawest, unedited, and uncensored catches, exclusive live streams, and behind-the-scenes phone calls, join our locals for the low price of just $10 a month. And don't forget to get yourself something new like our exclusive Air Gordon t-shirt, only on PredatorPoachers.com.